Testing. 1, 2, 3. Is this live or is this Memorex? Hey, King, are we live? Are we live? I see the lights on the boards.
We are live.
Popping up and down, red, yellow, and green.
We are live like the New York Knicks.
Internets, you are now tuned in to the Combat Jack Show. www.pncradio.fm. I am your host, Combat Jack. Salutes. What's going on, Internets? How y'all feeling today? South by Southwest is going down right now. I'm getting the tweets. It's looking great. Heard Big Crit just ripped the stage. You know what I'm saying? I heard the LEP Bogus Boys just ripped the stage.
Bang, bang.
You know what I'm saying? The cat that we, you know what I'm saying, that we helped get on the map. Matthew Ragazzino, I heard he tore down the Not Right show today. Yo, what's up, nephew? What's going on, A King?
Chilling, my brother. Chilling. Combat Jack Show. Wow. Thursday. Friday now.
It's Friday, Thursday, but you know I'm in a Thursday state of mind, man. This weather is crazy, right?
Tomorrow's gonna be nuts. Today's gonna be nuts.
Let me tell you something, man. This is the worst time of the year for me, man. Like this right here is the worst fucking time of the year for me because it starts getting real nice. You know what I'm saying? I start getting real relaxed. You know what I'm saying? I start shedding some of these clothes, right? And then the next generation of chicks come out. And every year the stakes go higher and higher, B. The hormones is rushing. Their young hormones is rushing. You know what I'm saying? My grown man hormones is rushing. And I can't do anything. You know what I'm saying? I can't do anything, man. I feel like, you know what I'm saying? I'm happily married, 14 years in. Honey, if you listening, no shots. I love you, baby. But, yo, I just want you to know this is the hardest part of the year. For all you married men out there, y'all know what I'm talking about, too. I know y'all know what I'm talking about.
Yo, the girls is out in rare form today, man. The white ladies. This is what, St. Patty's Day?
Oh, St. Patty's Day, yeah.
Irish family.
St. Patty. Yo, man, what'd you tell Linda, man? You told her that we were talking big about her?
Linda Lights.
Yeah.
On the AMP show, the show.
What'd you tell her, man?
I told her that she listened last week. I said, yo, I want you to listen to the podcast.
She hadn't listened to it yet, but I got a tweet from her.
You really, yeah. You know what I'm saying? Nothing to that level, you know what I mean?
So she really had no clue.
Nah, but she was curious, though.
Internets, if y'all weren't tuned in last week, the show that goes on before hours, Earpiece, there's, one of their hostesses, Linda Lights, she's gorgeous. And in the middle of our show last week, she walked in, man, and when she walked out, we were talking about, how, like I said, man, this is a hard time of the year for me, B. So we were talking about how beautiful she was, and then A King went and told her that we was talking about it. It's all good. She approached me. Now, where's Dallas, man?
Dallas is probably at South by Southwest.
Nah, Dallas
He's walking his way back.
I don't know, man. You know what I'm saying? Like I know, we've been a little rusty getting into the full swing of things, January, February, and then you guys renovated. Here we go. You know what I'm saying? Here we go with the demerits, and here we go with Premium Pete. Premium Pete, what's up, man? I'm not even mad at him. I'm mad at you, man. You getting demerits, man. Premium Pete just walked in the building with the co-host Dallas Penn.
Yeah.
What's going on? What time is it, man? What time? Oh, you bought some gifts?
Hold on.
You bought some gifts? You bought some snacks?
Oh, not tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, Dallas Combat. Dallas Penn has got the Four Loko Killer.
What?
Juice.
Thank you, Premium Pete. Premium Pete just brought in a nice red stripe. Yo, Dallas, man, get on the mic, man. It's been a week, man, and the internets have not heard from you. You know what I'm saying? I go to your site, B, and I see that I see ICE got you, the DEA got you. They shut you down, B. Huh? Yeah. Homeland Security shut your shit down, B. What's up, nigga?
Yeah, I got hacked, actually.
You got hacked at?
Hackers actually came and got me finally.
You got hacked at? Yo, your lips just touched that microphone.
Hackers got to my site, and the host server told me until I've never upgraded my site. I haven't upgraded the site in 6 years.
A word?
So it's running an old ancient WordPress template.
Yeah, that
because I'm all about writing. I'm not about back end maintenance.
You're creative.
Right.
You're creative.
Right, I'm the creative. So turns out, man, my shit is I knew my shit was getting hacked anyway, but I didn't realize to the level that it was getting hacked. Where they using my shit to do that Nigerian email scam shit.
Word?
For real. So someone is getting paid. Someone's getting millions of dollars.
Paid off the Dallas Penn logo.
For real, millions of dollars is moving through my website.
Yo.
I'm getting none of it.
I know how you feel, man. When my shit got hacked last year, and niggas from London was calling me saying, "Hey, my computer is shut down." I had to shut my shit down, B, man.
Yeah, so I'm shut
You
down
hackers,
for a while.
man. I thought, you know what I'm saying, y'all. I thought y'all niggas represented the internet. So why y'all do us like that, B? We do this shit for love, man. We do this shit for free, and y'all niggas want to fuck with us?
Because we let them.
All right, fuck you niggas, B. Anyway, that's Dallas. What's up, man? What's going on?
Yeah.
You brought the juice in?
First of all, I gotta say I would be remiss. Last week, man, we had a great time coming back into the studio.
Did you listen to the show?
I listened to the beginning parts of the show, and then I'm just running around doing my day job shit.
Yo, did you listen to the show?
But
I got it in my.
I'm remembering though that like we were in here working on our show while the other side of the world was folding in on itself.
Oh yeah, Japan.
And right now I would say, man, I'm remiss to not say, man, Japan, for real, y'all hold your head over there.
Word.
You know what I mean?
Konnichiwa, for real, y'all.
For real. But here I'm excited now because I'm feeling like this. Boom. Who do you think would win in Battle Royale? A Gulf Oil sea monster or a Japanuclear sea monster?
I'm always rocking with the Japanuclear, B.
But see, now here's where we wrong. The Gulf Oil sea monster does not breathe oxygen. The Gulf Oil sea monster breathes crude petroleum.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So the Gulf Oil monster is already dead.
Okay.
It's a zombie. How do you kill something that's already dead? Where the Japanuclear joint.
But you know what? The nuclear shit probably reactivated the dead cells. Yo, where the fuck we going, B?
I'm just happy to be back in the booth.
Wait.
Combat Jack Show. Internets. It's Dallas Penn.
Yo, let me ask you a question. You listened to the show last week?
Always, man.
How did it sound, man?
Awesome.
You know, I felt the energy was really low. And I got a confession to make, B.
Okay.
I got a confession to make. I was real stressed out last week. Tuition was due. You know what I'm saying? We had some deadlines and the whole nine. And when I got home right before the show, man, I had to smoke an L, B. And I've never smoked an L before the show. So I felt, I don't want nothing, B. I don't want nothing right now. I'm good. I'm clear-minded and the whole nine. So I smoked the L before the show, man, and I just felt stuck on air. Did that come through in the
Did it come through? I think
it was lost in translation.
Yeah, I think that's the beautiful thing about radio, man. People just want to hear us, being us. Like, whether we fucked up, whether we energetic.
Yeah, but you can't get gas though. Man.
You know what I mean?
You can't get gas because you got the microphone.
Right.
Say, what's up, A King? How you doing, man?
I'm chilling, man.
Yeah.
Thankful to be here. Thankful to be on the Combat Jack Show.
How's your family doing, man?
Family's doing
I mean, the family
awesome.
that you don't want us to know that you have.
A King got the knit hat on like Anna BC, like
case. That's not the case.
Like straight dock worker.
But I'm on some shit like Dallas Penn. Like I was frightened the other day. I saw Battle of LA. This is after the whole Japan. You ever saw that movie? Anybody seen that movie?
No.
That movie is crazy.
I heard it was dope.
The possibilities of that shit happening is like in my mind.
Aliens?
What happens in the movie?
Some big robot shit from outer space that's sucking up our resources.
Did cats get anal probes?
I mean, they wanted the water. They was just sucking up the water.
Anal probes? That shit is pause.
Well,
think about some real live shit now. In your life, have you ever had a pet? Have you ever had a house pet? You ever had goldfish?
I had a fish and I had a cat.
Now, think about fish and how you have them in a tank and drop a little of that Tetra food and they eat it and you laugh because they swim around. Like, how easy would it be for somebody who knows how to travel between stars to just come down here and be like, you know what? Give you a little McDonald's,
Starbucks.
Exactly. watch you play a little basketball, like
Observation.
Like on some straight
a little iPad.
Combat Jack, man. Remember when we was coming up, man, on the back of the comics, man, you could order them
horses?
Them shrimp. Yeah, come on, man. Come on, man. Like, yo, we might be some seahorse to some intergalactic official time traveling warp speed.
But seriously, what's the science of the Jews, man? Like, you really, like, nigga, I thought we ceased with all of this,
right
devastation to the community, B. We already have 4 Loco in the air, man.
First of all, don't ever say nothing bad about the Jews.
I don't talk bad about the Jews, man.
I'm saying don't even let something come out of your mouth sideways about the juice.
Yo, I wouldn't even, but what are you drinking?
Are you talking about the juice?
No, I'm not. I'm talking
do me a favor, do not even let something come out of your mouth.
Are you drinking the juice power alcoholic beverage, B?
First of all, can you imagine what kind of NEWMANATI shit you have to be to name your product Jews?
Without any repercussions, right?
Exactly. The Jews would send a heat-seeking missile to your house. You don't. This is some super NEWMANATI fuel right now.
Well, it's mango, huh? Mango flavored?
And it's mango flavored.
You know,
I see you rolling in with Premium P. What's up, Premium?
Good, man.
Yo, give Premium the microphone for a second, man.
Premium.
Combat, what up?
How you been, my dude?
I'm great, man.
It's been a while.
Oh, almost definitely.
Yeah.
I was at the Game Rebellion video shoot at Sucho last night.
Nice.
Blood on the dance floor. DJ got on the mic, asked him to stop moshing. That the club is turning sideways.
Word. Mm-hmm. How's the shoe game going, man? What's happening with the shoes, man?
A couple things, man. I just got involved. I was in a contest with Dallas for the Royale. There's a Nike ID Royale battle. I've been got involved in and stuff like that. So I moved on to the next round and stuff like that. Other than that, man, just keep it moving, man.
Yo, I thought of you last week, man. I did a little stint on 106 in Park.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I seen the jacket.
And you saw the jacket, right?
Yeah.
You saw the jacket, right? Yeah, I thought of Premium
seen
P because the only person that I've seen other than Clark Kent rocking that is Premium P.
Yeah.
B. A jacket, the ATF, Addicted to Fresh jacket. Shit is crazy, B.
Clean jacket.
Yeah, very clean jacket, man. Dallas, what are we doing tonight, man?
Combat. We are back to our roots. How the show began.
Yeah.
We got a huge industry player sitting with us tonight, chilling. Mm-hmm. Like sitting with us.
Don't let the cat out. I mean, I know that the twits
slightly lightly the cat's been let out, but I'm excited tonight because I'm gonna tell you what I did. Like I enjoy my dude. Every time I've got to talk with him personally. Pause. Thank you for that. Internet. Thank you for that. And but I said to myself, you know what? Like, how can this dude be that cool? Like, how can this dude not have no douchebaggery with him? No, this man has to have some kind of dirt. So I went to one of my mans, MC Good Time. I'm like, yo, boom. I'm hanging with old boy tonight. And,
What's the dirt?
I'm like, yo, man, what's my man's, he got no grind with him. And he's like, nah, man, this is a good guy. And I'm like, bullshit. Nobody in this business.
No pictures of him with the yayo.
Nobody in this business survives without some scandalous salaciousness. So, I mean, I'm excited for tonight. We're going to get to the bottom of the time spent working on that Men's Lifestyle mag.
Okay.
And find out if someone got finger banged.
Yes.
We're gonna find out. Internets. We're gonna find out tonight some real salacious, scandalous, slanderous industry shit tonight.
Well, let's do this, man. Before we go into our next segment, man, we got an intern report. What's up, Ronaldo? How you been, man? Yo, we got to get some more mics in here. What happened to Dallas's mic, man?
Yo, I'm gonna be honest. I just got here maybe about an hour and a half ago, and I can't answer none of those questions. But I'm furious right now. But nonetheless, we're not gonna let that slow us down today.
Intern, we need. You know what, dude?
Ronaldo.
You know what your job is for next week, B?
Ronaldo.
What's my job?
I want you to come up with some music, some theme music for the interns.
Okay.
All right.
Theme music. So whenever y'all come on, we play some theme music.
Okay.
Right? And A King, man, you've been slacking on the sound effects, man. We need sound effects, man.
I got you,
We
brother.
need. I haven't heard a sound effect yet, man.
Nah.
Since we've been on the air today. You know what I'm saying? I'm not calling shots out. But Ronaldo.
You're right.
Ronaldo.
Yes, sir.
Last week we introduced. You know what I'm saying? You did great work last week with regard to the skits. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it was. I like the initiative that you and Jerome, put into putting the skits. But thinking back on it, was your first time. We applauded you in the whole nine. Thinking back right now, because it was your first time, you definitely need more. You know what I'm saying? Because looking back, your first effort was great, but they were kind of weak. Right. So I want to hear what y'all got for us this week, man. I'm so excited. I got in the car, I drove here. I was like, I can't wait to hear the new skits, man. So what you got in the chamber today, man?
This week we don't have any skits, and
sound effects. B. How we don't have no skits, B?
Jerome and I couldn't link up throughout the week. He's been busy with school, and honestly, I don't like to use excuses, but my brother is now legally blind, so I've been driving him around.
What happened to your brother, B?
His eyes are like shaped weird. They started bending out and poking out. So
how old is he?
He's 25.
Right. Your older brother.
Yeah, he's my oldest brother.
Right.
And he's been having me drive him around so he could, stay employed.
When did this happen, man?
It's been happening over like a period of years, but now it's worse.
Okay.
Before he can see, but now like he has to sit so close to the TV or the monitor, like the computer monitor has to be right up in his face.
What's he do?
He's a network engineer.
Damn, B.
So I've been driving him around. He's
I'm sorry to hear that, man.
Thank you. He's gonna be all right. He's trying to get surgery right now.
Can that be corrected?
Yeah, they're gonna put some pins in his eyes to push it back because like he had got prescription glasses, but they made his condition worse.
They weakened his vision.
Right.
But why is he watching TV?
No, I mean just to say like that's how close he has to be to the TV just to see.
But why is he watching TV, B?
He watches the news. That's all he watches.
Can't he put on the radio?
I can't.
I'm not throwing no. I'm just you're saying the man. You're telling me the man has a very severe condition.
Yo, you got you.
First of all, I mean, this could be something chronic that was developing since childbirth. Like,
it sounds like
I know a lot of kids that kind of like parents would leave them in the house and kind of let TV kind of babysit them,
right? And
they would just watch TV. Did your brother watch a lot of TV coming up?
Nah, he didn't watch a lot of TV coming up. He doesn't even watch a lot of TV now. But like he has to have his flat screen is his monitor,
right,
for his computer, so
right.
He hooks it up. But he watches TV like me and him when we chill. That's what we do. We watch TV together and stuff like that. Like we'll watch like crazy shows, Big Bang Theory,
okay,
the news.
Yo, for real, it sounds like some kind of scam to me. Where
Let me ask you.
They about to get like prescription polo glasses through the EBT. It sounds like some kind of crazy.
So let me ask you,
West Indian scam because
now that your
know
brother has to sit up in front of the
Ronaldo.
screen. Is he sitting in your way?
In my way,
like can you see the TV? Can you see the TV?
My brother's fat, so like he's in the way. Yeah, he's in the way. So, my brother, we've been teasing him for years, so he got no feelings towards that. But like, the only thing that he gets in the way is that he keeps calling me to do stuff, and like he keeps calling me to drive him around and stuff.
So he's home a lot more.
He's home a lot more, and honestly, like I want to help my brother out because
of course.
I don't want him like he's overweight
and debilitated,
and I don't want him to get any further along.
Right.
So I mean, even you guys, Jerome's like family to us, but this week we have not been able to sync up to get the skits. But we will definitely start doing prank calls tomorrow and throughout the week.
Yo, tighten them up. What I want y'all to do first, secondly, before we go into that, how's the exams? Is this midterms?
Damn, it's definitely midterms, man.
Yeah.
Combat. This is now a Combat Jack talking to Captain Schnacks.
I'm talking to Captain Schnacks.
Captain Schnacks.
And internets, if you haven't been tuned in, you know what I'm saying, we call Jerome Captain Schnacks because as an intern, you know what I'm saying, we'd be up in here till 2-3 in the morning going hard, saying beers and chips for our guests in the whole nine. And I remember the first time I noticed Jerome had Captain Schnack's tendencies was when we had Elliot Wilson as a guest, and it was in the middle of the summer, and we had given Elliot it was like a cup of juice.
We had one little swallow left of cranberry juice.
And
Elliot was in here going in.
Elliot
was telling us wild stories, and he was getting a little parched at the throat. And we had a little swallow of a cranberry juice, and I remember Jerome kind of like came in from the back studio, grabbed the bottle, poured that last swallow, and then walked out. And but Elliot hard body stayed with it. He stayed in.
Time, I think that
Elliot kept
moving.
But Elliot he might have got strep.
Yeah.
From having a sore throat.
Captain Schnacks.
Yeah. So we couldn't even give him something to kind of soothe his,
Which is why I'm glad that we've added Premium Pete You know what I'm saying, to the cast, because Premium Pete is an incredible man, very industrious. He's doing this thing in the shoe game. You know what I'm saying, but coming up, we've all had our rough bumps.
Sneakertube.tv
and sneakertube.tv, and you know what I'm saying, Premium Pete, has had some rough beginnings. You know what I mean, and I'm sure in his past when he's been away and locked up, he went through that chapter in his life. Niggas don't grab niggas cookies, B. Niggas don't grab niggas snacks.
Pause.
Snack hustling. I mean, niggas get knocked out. So now that we have Premium Pete in the house, I'm saying snacks can be regulated. Snacks will definitely get, we'll allocate them to our esteemed guests. And at the end, maybe, the interns could, partake. You know what I mean?
Seen this
Snack
young
democracy.
man
That's what you're looking for.
take a whole plate of turkey scraps.
Man.
From an event that was done here.
Yo,
I'm like, what's all that? No rice, no macaroni.
You don't
just
need
mad
rice,
turkey.
Listen. We've been on the air for like 26 minutes. Snacks, Captain Snacks.
what up?
How are your exams this week?
Yo, so I'm looking at 3 exams, man.
Okay.
Full free calculus, swing, web design. Yeah, I know. It's school. You gotta get the learning on. Web design, hardcore computer.
Listen. So how you feel you doing, man? You all right?
No, I ain't, man. Just gotta study harder, yo.
Study
Crazy.
harder. And
Last
this is what I
week-
want y'all to do, man. Ronaldo and Snacks. This is what I want y'all to do, man. Over the weekend, right? I want y'all to study some of the skits that Howard Stern, has on his show. You know what I'm saying? I want you to study those.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because, it's a real important responsibility y'all have to keep coming up with these pranks. And y'all got to get innovative. I don't want no 8th grade shit. I want like some future scientific shit. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, he's right, though. He's
Howard
right,
Stern
though.
has shit where he's taped niggas 6 months in advance. They forgot they were taped. And he has them on air arguing with themselves. I need some real inventive shit. Y'all niggas is young. This is the information age. This is your age. You know what I'm saying? So I want y'all to utilize all the tools that y'all have at your disposal and come up with some real inventive, funny shit. Trust me, if y'all come with some hilarious shit that's never been done before, y'all niggas, man, the door's open for y'all, man.
I think y'all should go to the NEWMANATI headquarters.
NEWMANATI headquarters.
NEWMANATI headquarters, whatever the fuck
North
that is.
Star Group.
Nah, don't come to the North Star group.
Start
Don't fuck with my day job, dude. Don't do that.
Stand outside there.
Go
with
that way.
NEWMANATI
I'm
shirts
saying, you
on,
need
right?
to go to the medical insurance company, B. You know what I'm saying?
Go to City Builders, yo.
So
what's
listen,
good?
man, we got a great guest, man. I'm really excited. We going back into interview mode. When's the last time we did a real in-depth interview, man?
Buck Wild.
Yeah, Buck
Shout out to
Wild.
Buck
Shout out to Buck Wild, man.
But I beg of you today for our interview today. I mean, we got a tremendous guest. You know what?
How's his levels, man?
If people want to know,
how's Dallas's levels, man?
if people want to know his backstory, let them Google that. We've got him here tonight for this time. Let us ask the question that's on the minds of the internet. The things that people want to know. People want to know about the dirt. People want to know about the why. I mean, remember now, he was helming an Enterprise when it was that ish.
So let me ask you something. You think he's in the secret circle, man? Because I
Nope.
noticed being new to this publishing game, man.
We gotta find out. But I gotta be honest with you. If we can't pull out any dirt on my man, then he is definitely NEWMANATI.
Illuminati. All right. So let's go to our musical break, man. Let's go to our music break, A King.
Rest in peace to Nate Dogg.
Oh, Nate Dogg. Yo, whoa. Before we jump into the next segment, man, I want to take a moment of silence, for definitely a pioneer in the music game. Definitely a cornerstone pioneer with regard to the West Coast movement. You know what I'm saying? Nate Dogg passed away 2 days ago at the age of 41. Did they say it was a stroke? Was it a stroke?
They said complications.
Complications from previous stroke.
Yeah.
So they said he was 95% back, but he was still going through, his little issues, I guess, and he succumbed to the complications.
So
41 years old though.
So let's
41
take-
years
And
young.
he had those strokes when he was 35, 6 years ago.
So let's have a moment of silence. Nate Dogg, rest in peace.
When is someone from the Rolling Stones gonna die? Like these motherfuckers drink liquid cocaine.
They drink that juice, B.
I mean, these motherfuckers are like maybe they're dead or maybe they're just zombies running around.
I can't call it, man, but the good die young. Rest in peace, Nate Dogg. Let's go.
Rest in peace,
Combat
brother.
Jack Radio Show, www.pncradio.fm.
F your radio, internets, F your radio. Internets.
Now, what's going on, man? What's going on with the sound effects? We don't have the sound effects. And then, yo, Dallas.
NEWMANATI!
Let me hear that one more time. Hear that one more time?
NEWMANATI!
That's right. NEWMANATI. Embrace it. We're not Illuminati, we're the NEWMANATI. Now, Dallas, while we were on our break, man, A. King just gave me some bad news, man. He said that all our drops that we worked, these past 6 months to put together and compile, while they were renovating, them shits disappeared, B.
Yeah, I don't know.
Whoa. We don't have the Sean Price joint no more.
So we're just
Well.
we're just gonna do them all. Honestly,
Oh, shit.
The nigga dropping beer on he just dropped beer on the console, B?
that you know what that means. You know that he's stammering right now.
He's stammering?
Mentally, he's stammering. He's trying.
Relax,
he's trying
son.
to think
Relax.
what he's
son.
gonna say right now to cover his shit.
All right, I don't want to
what I gotta deal
let.
with?
See, what I don't want to happen
gonna
right
make it,
now
man.
is I don't want to let our internal ineptitude
Oh, shit.
Wow.
interfere with this great show that we're about to have.
Oh man.
Internets, we got a special guest in the house. Somebody who's been in this entertainment game for a while. Worked his way up from being an intern at Vibe to becoming a founder of King Magazine to supervising magazines such as Rides, Hip Hop Soul, and Scratch. Former EIC at Double XL, Chief Operating Officer of Global Grind, and now the current editorial director of Vibe Magazine. Also a radio personality.
Applaud this man.
Radio personality on Sirius Satellites Hip Hop Nation. Ladies and gentlemen, I bring to you and I welcome to the station, to our show, to the Combat Jack Show, Mr. Datwon Thomas. What's up, Datwon?
I'm good, fam. I'm good. How
Yo,
are you?
man, I'm good, man.
That's what's
man.
up.
I'm feeling blessed, man. I feel real honored, man, that you're on our show, man.
Man, you know how I feel
Yes, sir.
about being in this room with you and understanding, looking at daily mathematics, and I'm getting schooled with the stories from Combat Jack to the point where I hit you on some yo, are you serious? Wait, what happened on this part?
Yeah,
what happened on this part?
Yeah, man.
Writing incredible, just understanding your legacy. The people, they should be honored to be able to hear you tonight. So that's
man,
what we do.
But you know what? I get my shines, man. It's just, the lights is on you, man. How's everything, man?
Everything is good, man. Just motivating, just keeping it moving, making sure that I'm in the right position to be able to do what I do. And I think that's the main thing that a lot of people right now, they're not doing, and the people that's doing it, they understand how.
Right.
You know what I mean? So that's what I'm here for, man.
Looking from across the street, man, you guys are doing big things over there at Vibe, man.
Yeah.
Announcements and, you know what I'm saying? You guys are really doing big things, man.
Yeah, it's feeling good too, man, because, like you said earlier, just being an intern, I started at Vibe in 96 as an intern, man. I stayed there for a year and a half.
Now, let me ask you, man, where are you from?
I'm from Brooklyn.
Okay, what part, man?
It's crazy, man. Every time we used to always say Crown Heights
Right.
because nobody knew where Prospect Heights was.
Right.
But I'm from Prospect Heights.
Prospect Heights?
Yeah.
Where,
yup.
around
That's
where?
like linking between Washington and Underhill.
Oh, so you was like,
What?
Yeah, word. For
Yo,
real.
you know what I'm saying?
They used to call our block, when you turned down our block in the 80s, it had, you are now entering the Wild Wild West.
Nah,
They used
I
to say
remember
that on the corner. You know what I'm saying?
I remember
You
because
remember when Sheila's was in Washington?
Yo, right there. And then we also had Shorties. We had too many joints on Washington, man.
yeah, yo, it's crazy because I grew up in Crown Heights, on Lincoln between Albany and Troy.
Oh, for
and
real.
I felt like Troy Avenue was like, you know what I'm saying, the Wild West.
Yes,
So
indeed.
but where y'all was, I felt y'all cast was like the Twilight Zone, man.
It was
because when the sun went down, that, cats would get shot. in my neighborhood,
Right.
But I always felt like cats would just straight up disappear.
They just straight get
in
lit
your
up.
zone, that shit was the Bermuda Triangle.
It was, man. It was
Okay.
growing up on that block, man. Just knowing the one good thing was if you was from that block, you was straight.
Right.
If you was coming over there to cop anything, I don't care if it was a bag of chips and they ain't know you, it was going down.
Yo, I remember back in I think it was 85, 86. I had just copped one of the scooters and shit,
man.
and I was driving down was up by like Eastern Parkway and Washington. I was coming down
that's our
Washington.
joint.
Just because I was flossing. I ain't even had no plates on my shit. And these niggas was like, yo. And they had their scooters.
Yeah.
And the chase was on. I was like, pew.
I know exactly
I was
who you
not fucking with niggas on Washington, B.
I know exactly who you talking about.
Yeah, man. Yo, you know who.
I know exactly who you took because there was only a couple of dudes that was
With the
handling like that.
scooters. Yeah, man. But
Yep.
anyway, man, so where'd you go to school, man? High school, man.
High school, I went to Sarah J.
Okay.
Yeah, Sarah
Whoa.
J. Big Daddy Kane.
Whoa.
You know what I'm saying? Junior Mafia.
No, hold on a second. You went to Sarah J?
Yeah, Sarah
Now,
J.
My mom was a teacher at Sarah J.
Whoa.
Yeah, but I mean, Sarah J was like,
What's
but you're a regular guy. I mean,
What's your
Yeah.
mom's name, B?
Yeah.
hold on a second. My mom's name is Miss Penn. My mom's name is Miss Penn. All right? Listen. It's my mom's
Sure,
name.
your mom's name is Miss Penn?
It's my mom's name.
Yo, Datwon,
Don't you worry about what my mom's
Did
name
you know
is.
Miss Penn?
I didn't know Miss Penn, man.
No, she was a special ed teacher. I'm trying
Oh, okay.
I thought
I'm glad
I thought Sarah J. Hill was strictly a special ed school because I'll be honest with you, when I went to Tech, the people we used to have problems
What's a
with,
special ed? What's a special ed all day?
the people we used to have problems with was from either Westinghouse or Sarah J.
Weston House had problems.
So
Yeah.
I thought Sarah J was like one of them, what they call 600 schools.
Nah,
Like,
man, not at all, man.
Everybody-
But it was, I won't even front. It was known for cosmetology. So it was like a lot of girls up in there, which I loved. You know what I'm saying? So that you were going to like your English class and they would have just had some girls doing hair, perm smells and all that craziness.
So
It was
you
kinda
almost
crazy.
became a cosmetologist?
Never.
Okay.
It was my zone school.
Okay, okay.
I was trying to go to Murray Bertram
Right.
for the craziest reason. Because I was that much of a Tribe Called Quest stan.
For Q-Tip to hang with Q-Tip?
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
I was like, yo, I want to go to Murray Bertram.
That's crazy.
It's funny because
You know what I'm
I think that's where Ken and Mayo,
Yeah, all of them went.
all of them, man. But-
Q-Tip would have been gone by the time you got there.
Oh
though,
yeah,
man.
yeah. They was
You a young
alright. It
dude.
was because I saw it on the album. That's how I knew that they went there.
Right.
When the cats used to read credits.
That's crazy.
So I used to read the credits and it was like shout out Murray Bertram. I was like, oh, that's where I'm going.
That's crazy.
You know what I'm saying?
now, no shouts, but you come from a good family, man. Like
Yes,
the
indeed.
mother and father, the whole nine of Cosby.
Something like that.
Okay, good.
Basically, uncles. You know what I mean? My
Right.
uncles raised me. My pops was there
Right.
on the weekends. I'll go see him, and that's where my family is. My pop's side is from Bed-Stuy.
Okay.
So we from Brevoort Project. So
Right.
on the weekends, I'm in Brevoort.
Right.
So Fab and everybody else. So you live in a project life there, and then you come back around the way, and you still in the hood in Prospect Heights. So I had both of those.
Right.
But in '86, my mom got married to my stepdad, and he was in the Air Force. So straight off the block from Brooklyn, we moved to Japan.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
So
from
you went to Japan?
Japan.
Where in
man.
Japan?
We was right in Yokota Air Force
Okay.
Base. So we was like 20 minutes from Tokyo. And the area we was from was called Fusa.
Right.
You know what I mean? So
How was that, man? How'd
it
you
was
like that?
incredible. Incredible. I think
Were
it
you
was-
excited moving to Japan?
I
Because
was,
you know, Brooklyn cats, particularly back then, was real ignorant.
it was
Real
ugly.
provincial. They never left Brooklyn.
Nah,
They never. I
man.
know niggas
It
that
was-
didn't go to Manhattan. B.
Yo, when we went to Central Park one summer, my aunt took us all to Central Park. I stole this kid's. It was a bunch of white kids there. I stole this kid's GI Joe collection. I had everybody in my pocket. I had Storm Shadow, all of them. She was like, "Yo, we can't take you nowhere.
Right.
We can't take it was just some Brooklyn shit. It was certain men you couldn't get on Fulton Street.
Right,
You know
right,
what I'm
right,
saying? Like
right.
wherever he was from, they had the hot shit.
He was from the spot where you got the direct,
You
the
got the
manufacturer
L-Connect.
direct figure. Yeah, yeah.
But I'm just saying, like, just the mentality of wherever you was going, you just had to experience it and get it.
So from that mentality, now you open your eyes and you're in Japan.
Yeah.
You going to school out there?
I was going to school out
An
there.
American school or
American
English-
school on
English-
base.
Okay.
Yeah, but we lived off base.
Right.
We lived like maybe 5 minutes off base. So my experience, I feel, was way richer than a lot of the kids that just only lived off
'Cause
base.
it was
on
authentic.
base.
It was
Yeah,
authentic, right.
It was authentic. And, I was crazy. I knew everybody. I didn't know anybody once I got there, but the craziest thing was once I got there, we were in this thing called Billeton, which is like once you get there, they give you like a temporary home. And there was this kid, he was outside just sitting on the stoop, and he had a stopwatch on. And I had a stop. Remember the stopwatches everybody used to
yeah,
rock?
the flag-
I had my stopwatch on. And
What
we
color?
were-
What
I had
color?
a red and white one because I mixed mine. I took my cousin's joint, and we mixed our tops and all that. And this kid had a stopwatch, and we looking at you. We in Japan. Another young kid, and I'm like, yo, look.
Black
like,
kid?
Black kid. He's like, yo, where you from? I was like, where you from? He was like, Brooklyn. I was like, I'm from Brooklyn. He's
That's
like, no,
crazy.
you're not. Like, dog, for real, say our area. He was like, I'm from Marcy. And he looked like Jay-Z family.
That's crazy.
You know what I mean? It's my
That's
man
crazy.
Maurice. I just talked to him today, actually.
So back then, hip hop wasn't Poppington.
It was, but not until about, I would say, like 87. That's when we really started seeing everything coming.
So how long did you stay out there in Japan?
3 years.
3 years.
86 to 89.
86
So the glory days, I was like, we was getting word up and everything, putting them all, like our rooms was just filled. You know, I had the Kwame with the dye and the whole thing. I was getting all kind of Louis Vuitton stuff in my head and all that because I was just absorbing what I could from my uncle sending me Red Alert tapes, Mr. Magic, just every.
Now, what were you absorbing from the Japanese side?
I would say from them, the creative aspect. These kids was coming, like, say if we was out there breakdancing, doing what we do, I was teaching kids how to play Skelly, drawing Skelly boxes and stuff like that, and then they would show us like some ill-ass game. But then the stakes got higher because we would be outside like bugging out. You know, every once in a while you want to get your fight on or whatever. They went and got guns. But they would come back with like gassed up guns. Gas guns.
Yeah,
but there was the
air guns. Those are essentially air guns, yeah.
Yeah, like the air guns and stuff. So we was like, yo, we gotta step our game up. So then everybody would go and get like these air guns. Then they stepped their game up, they went and got gas guns.
Go!
So they would get these bullets that would like pop on you. Once they hit, they would burst on you.
Okay.
So you'd be getting us.
And that shit was all the shits and giggles. That was
for fun. They used to think that shit was fun, trying to catch you like while you with your mom holding the bag. Pop, pop, pop.
So would you say that your Japanese peers back then, they were hard body?
They was definitely hard body, especially ones off base. They was crazy. And the technology was crazy back then. They already had the Blackberries back in the 80s. Man, it was so ill. My cousin Ramsey, he's like the illest. Even when I was home, when I was here before 86, he had everything.
Right.
Coleco, whatever you could think of. When I got out there, he was already telling me about the Famicom system. And Famicom was like the early adopter of like Nintendo and all of that stuff and Super Nintendo. They had Famicom, so they had all the ill games and everything. I would go to their crib and it would be in Japanese, but it would be stuff that I didn't see until 3 or 4 years later. You know what I'm saying? Like they had it already. So everything was coming out there, and I would be like, yo, y'all just getting that? And the same thing with kicks. Just before I came home in 89, they had like the Air Flights, the all white with the gray. Oh my goodness. And I traded this. I was going to call him dumb. You might like that. This nut job for some K-Swiss. I traded him out.
K-Swiss?
K-Swiss.
Because they seem more durable, right?
He was like, yo, I'll trade you. I was like, what? I rocked them here. They wasn't even in the States yet.
That's crazy.
So I come in, go to Apollo with them.
Now, which K-Swiss were these?
The all white.
Okay.
The all white. He was good. It was an okay trade.
Now, I gotta be honest with you. Now, I've been fucking with K-Swiss since 87.
And I liked them. And I was rocking them.
Right.
But I needed those flights. Nobody saw those yet.
Right.
Like you could have.
I gotta be honest
all day.
That's a winning trade.
That's a winning trade, but nobody here had them yet.
That's a super win.
And he felt that he won because he stole his.
That's a super win.
He stole them. He went on a trip.
You get back to the States.
Yup.
You rocking. Ain't nobody tried to Vicky for the sneaks?
Nope, because they was just like, yo, those are ill. He must be somebody.
How was the culture shock coming back to New York?
It was incredible. Thank you, man. It was incredible. Incredible. Hardly anybody asked me that, but to leave like what you think is the jungle here and to go to Japan and it's clean, no garbage, everybody's nice, they looking out, you leave your bike wherever, nothing happens, and then to come back to Brooklyn, like just
89.
89 Brooklyn. 89.
Fight
the power. Hold on.
Let me, can I set a little bit of the scene? 89 now.
Wait. Let me ask you a question. What time of the year?
Thank you.
What time of the year did you come back?
And wait, did you come back to Prospect? Did you come back to Prospect Heights?
I came back to Prospect Heights.
Okay.
October, Halloween, week before Halloween.
Okay, but hold on for a second. 89. Understand something that the 80s, if any part of New York City got ravaged from drugs,
it was that
from
area.
crack.
It was
Brooklyn. Particularly, I'll tell you what. Here's the thing about Prospect Heights. East New York always been fucked up.
East New York, you expect.
Okay, hold on for a second.
East New York still fucked up.
Bushwick always been
fucked up.
Okay, but Prospect Heights, but Clinton Hill, but Fort Greene was that little vestige of of Cosby Black. That
Yep.
little,
You're-
like we
They
was
could almost get there.
we was still holding on. We was
You're
holding
holding
on.
on.
We was
Yep.
holding on. But even that area got fucked the fuck up because
Yeah,
you couldn't
bad.
because crack was the unstoppable force.
Bad, man. To be dropped in that's like being dropped in a war zone.
Yeah.
After you chilling somewhere and you going, it was being dropped in a war zone. And I felt like I was coming back I was still young. I was like 86, I was 11.
Right.
So, you still running around doing crazy stuff, but to come back
As a
13,
teenager,
14,
as a- yeah.
man, it was like,
So you didn't want to come back.
yeah, man, it was crazy. What's up, fam? Yeah, I wanted to come back because I was homesick.
Right.
But I didn't know I thought I was coming back to 86.
Right. 89
You know what I'm
is a
saying?
big
My
difference.
cousins are all different. Everybody into different stuff. Some of them having kids already and they like 16, 17. And that was like blowing me away.
And more niggas is getting shot.
Oh my goodness, coming home like,
Damn.
yo.
Then, so then
was
you want to
crazy.
go back then? You
Nah,
stayed for a few months.
I was that homesick. I was that home. Even though I love Japan, I wanted to be around my family. You know what I mean? Like my family meant that much to me because I was missing, barbecue. We would have to call. We didn't have a phone in our crib in Japan. So we would have to go on base and have these like family calls, and my boys would see me, I get all like, yeah, man, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
I miss my fam. And next thing you know, like I'm here, and it was so different than what I was envisioning.
Right.
You know what I mean? But to come back the week before Halloween and everybody getting together, and it was just mobbing up and down the block, robbing people, and bopping people over the head, fucking up the mailman, and getting eggs and putting lye and all kinds of crazy
Yeah, it was
shit
just-
on.
just-
It was madness.
It was
It was
anarchy.
madness.
It was
It was
crazy.
madness.
It was
crates of
it was
eggs.
So
anarchy.
this is like home time.
Right. So,
You know
so
what I
how'd
mean?
you adjust, man? How'd you adjust, man?
Quick. What was ill was that we were here for that month, and then I had to move. We bounced again. I was here for that month and change, and then the end of November, we moved to New Mexico,
Oh, okay.
Albuquerque, and then we was on Kirkland Air Force Base. So when we
So you
was
got
out
to
there,
think. You got to think again about your life.
it got to be
Because
like,
ain't
yeah,
nothing popping in
there
Albuquerque.
was nothing going on out there.
Right.
But what was funny was it introduced me to West Coast hip hop. Because at that point, the only time I really saw anything West Coast was like if BT did something on Donnie Simpson or
Right.
if any
Right.
Rap City, but it was real short, too short or whatever. When I got to New Mexico, they
Rhyme Syndicate.
all of that, man. DOC, all that. But what was crazy was that my school was a Crip school.
Oh, shit.
My high school was a Crip school.
Right.
And whenever they did dirt in Cali and all those other places, they would all go and hide out in New Mexico. So you're getting like high level, you're getting high level ranking, gang members
Right.
running these young kids in the school. So
And you were totally ignorant. When that shit wearing whatever
Totally.
types of colors.
Totally. So my first day of school, what team am I representing? They probably
Yankees.
lost.
The Slobs you represent.
They lost tonight. St. John's.
Okay.
I have everything St. John's. Everything. I'm talking like the starter hat, the jacket. I got the jersey. I got the Wilson like sweats. And these dudes all in Dodger, LA Kings, all that just rolled
Jerry
up.
Curl and Jerry Curl.
I'm just chilling on the bench, ready to get up in the game, and they was just like, "Yo, where you from?" I was like, "Yo, I'm from Brooklyn." It was like, "Where?" I was like, "New York." They was like, "Oh man," they was just like, "Oh, he don't even know." This one kid in that crew, it was like 7 of them.
Right.
There was one kid in that crew that became like my homeboy.
He knew that
He
you
knew
were
something.
a fish out of water. Like
He was like, "There's no way."
Right.
Like he's just overboard. He's so overboard. Something's wrong.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And he was the dude that was like, "Yo, I gotta talk to you, man. You can't just be doing this. Like, this is crazy."
That's crazy. So how long did you spend out in
We was there for a year and a half.
Okay.
And it was an incredible experience because then I fell in love. That's why I fell in love with the art of doing hip hop.
Right.
If it's ever a time where I felt like I wanted to actually do something in it, like the music side, always was active in just every aspect of the culture. I even tried graffiti and, beatboxing. I was nice. And
The dance was big out
the
there.
dance
Dance
out.
was-
Even here, breakdancing. We used to do that on a circle line. Like me and
Right.
my cousins get money and shit. Like,
Right.
you know what I mean? So, but out there, it was dudes that was trying to go to the studio. I was real ill with like rap facts, so I would win all the radio contests and shit like that. And I was meeting a lot of rappers. back then. I remember going to New Mexico University just because Zev Love X and MC Surge, Def Jeff, all of them was performing. And I was like, yo, I'm going to meet these niggas. And I get up in there and I'm like, yo, I'm from New York. They was like, where? I was always getting that because I'll be in these weird ass
places,
talking about fucking Lincoln and Washington like they knew what the fuck I was talking
now,
about.
let me go back a step, man. You still got peoples out in Japan?
Yeah, my man Matsu, but there was a couple of people that that go back and forth. But I just got back from there. I went this first week of January. I went with SWV. They was touring out there. We did 3 days or 4 days in Tokyo, and then we did 3 days in Osaka.
How your peoples out there, man?
They good. I hit my man Matsu like, yo, what's up? Yeah. And it took him like a whole half a day to hit me back because he was like things were down or whatever. But he's all the way. Osaka's like what 450 miles away from where everything happened.
Right.
Dude was like it was right there. He was on the 8th floor of his office building, and he felt like, yo, it's a wrap.
That's crazy.
And this is 400 and something miles away.
But it was a 9.
It was a 9, man.
Yo,
and we used to have them all the time when I was out there, but nothing near that. Like we had a bad one, like that lasted maybe 20, 30 seconds.
Right.
It was talking about 15 minutes or something.
That's crazy. Yo, to all the listeners out in Japan, man, if you happen to be tuned in, man, yo, hold your head up, man. We got you, man.
Yeah.
Thanks for checking, for tuning in, man. But we got you. It's real dire. I seen the pictures. I read the stories, man. Keep your heads up, man. All right, all right. So you're in New Mexico right now.
Yeah.
And how did you break into the industry, man? How did you transition from that into the industry, man?
Well, my boy, one of my boys, his name was James. He was always wanting to do like a rap group or whatever. And I couldn't rhyme. I thought I could write, but I was like, I can't rhyme. It's crazy. So we just used to do like little shows. The school would have like this. It was real 90210 type school.
Right.
And they had like stages. And one time they was in between sets or whatever. We just jumped on the stage, and I started beatboxing, and he started rhyming, and all the girls just started coming through, and dudes was like, what? Like that's damn. That was just going crazy.
So y'all was like the Black Glee.
Yeah, man.
Well, I'm gonna tell you, coming from New York and traveling everywhere, you had that extra cool passport, right? So where did you lose your virginity, man?
Oh man, it was definitely funny, man. Shorty had on stockings, so I don't count that one in Japan, but
no, I count that.
In New Mexico, I even count that. Nah, she had on stockings.
I be counting my near misses.
New Mexico.
If I left with the smell, I count it.
Yeah.
It's New Mexico.
New Mexico.
Okay. So listen, man, we got a lot more questions. Time is burning, man.
That was a good one.
Let's go to a quick music break. I'm saying play something, and let's get back to grilling our special guest, Datwon. Thomas, you tuned into the Combat Jack radio show, www.pncradio.fm.
F your radio, internets. F your radio. NEWMANATI. Internets.
You're back.
Yo. Yeah, man, it's dope.
You lived in different, in Japan. You lived in New Mexico. You back in New York.
Yeah.
How'd you break into the
game?
Yeah.
Basically, I used to just read a lot, like The Source and rap pages and Vibe, of course. But then I would also read like all the little local joints that was coming out at the time. And I saw Rob Swift from the Executioners. And I saw he was popping like mad junk in one of these little local joints. Like, anybody want to step to X-Men, we'd take him out. And I felt like one of my boys from Japan, he was a twin, a white dude. He used to shock everybody with his skills, my man Aaron Tomlin. And when he got to New York, I was like, yo, we going to this event at the NYU. Like, they rocking.
What event was that?
I forgot. It was something that Bobito was hosting. But Bob always say, like, you bugging, Day. I was like, no, you was hosting it. But they were recruiting, like, new members. And Total Eclipse, who's now a member of Executioners, he went first.
Right.
And my boy was supposed to go. I'm like Don King in the situation. My man is nice. Yo, Total Eclipse got up there. My man put his records in his bag. He was like, he folded his joint over. It was like, I'm done. But I was already popping junk.
Right.
So I ended up like, befriending Rob Swift. And the next year, I'm in Baruch College, and I'm going down the steps. He's going up the steps. I'm like, oh, dip, da da da. So we hooked up there.
Were you studying business administration? What were you
Business journalism.
Okay.
And he was doing psych. And we just hooked up from there. I started going to his crib. I started documenting everything that they was doing as far as the battle DJs and stuff, like getting them ready for scratch pickles and everything. All those major, battles that they were doing, DMCs. And Rob would take me up to Rock Raider crib up in the Bronx. And I'm looking at Raider, practice. Yeah, rest in peace. That was the big homie right there. And they pretty much used to take me all over New York. Like if they was having spots, I would be rolling with them, like I was a DJ.
Right.
But I still to this day I wonder why they just let me rock.
Was you the weed carrier?
Yeah, I was a weed carrier, but I didn't carry the weed. But I was one.
But there is honor in being a weed carrier.
It was something. I was a record dude.
The best weed carriers get to have weed carriers of their own.
Yeah.
The best weed carrier, you carry weed so good sometimes you get your own bags to have other people carry. So you did a good job.
So we're learning a lot about Datwon.
Yeah, for real,
man.
for real.
I didn't know he was a.
I still don't have I still don't see no scandal.
No, but the weed carrier, we know he's a weed carrier now.
But still, that's not.
That's
a
a strike.
Keep my mouth shut till we get to the King era.
Okay.
Oh man. So I used to run around with them, and then I just started meeting people, going to all these different clubs and stuff, and I would strike off on my own and go do my own little thing or whatever. And then one day at school, I saw this internship. It was like a little bubble on Vibes' website, and it was like, be an intern or call us. So I called, and the dude was like, you got to come up here on Saturday. It's going to be like 300 people, but if you get here, we'll see what's up.
Do you know who the dude was?
Yeah, my man Greg Bishop. He's like probably a millionaire now. He's ill. He's an ill dude. But I went that Saturday. It was on my birthday, which was crazy. I get there and they ain't letting nobody in. And he's like 300 people, and I'm asking the security like, "Yo, what up?" And it was like, "Nah, man, ain't nobody here." So I'm like, "Damn, remember the beepers?" I'm like, "Damn," I'm like, "This nigga, he's supposed to beat me or something?" Like,
not even the Scotch, the alphanumeric joint.
Yeah, the old,
the hello,
the hello, yeah, the hellos, yeah. You texting like love.
So you get there, nobody's there.
Nobody's there, and now I'm on a payphone now. Like, damn, I'm trying to remember dude's number. He happens to look out the window. That's when Vibe was on 32nd, and he looks out the window and he's like, yo, what up, that's you? I was like, yeah. He's like, come up. I get up there, nobody's there.
Wow.
And I'm like, yo, I thought you said it was going to be like 300 people. He was like, nah, I just wanted to see if you was going to be scared,
right?
From that.
That's crazy.
Like, to see if you was serious.
So that was your test?
That was my test. And I tell a lot of kids that and stuff, like, so they know, like, sometimes you're going to be testing and not even know it. Sometimes when somebody trying to test you or whatever, but that was like
against the odds regardless.
All day.
Right.
And dude was just like, yo, if you want, you can just like go through those photos and see if you like stuff, put the stuff you like to the side, da. But I didn't have like a natural internship. I didn't get college credit or nothing.
Right.
And I didn't want it because I realized that if I did that, it was going to stop at some point.
Right.
And I didn't want it to stop. Because most of the kids, once I realized like that Monday or Tuesday when I went, all the dudes that came in that had internships, they was like, yeah, my joint is up in May. My joint is up in that.
Because it was set up through their universities.
And they was like, yo, when yours over? I was like, I don't know.
Right.
And they closed this month.
Right.
That's when my shit is over. But the ill part about that, though, my time there, I never got a check. Most of them got paid. Or credit. I never got in a year and a half I was there. I never did. But
now, what was that era? What was popping over there? Who was running it at the time?
At the time, I think Danielle Smith.
Okay.
And that's when they had the fire lineup. They had Bones Malone, Kevin Powell, Karen Good, Shawnee Saxton, everybody that I loved, that I was reading at the time. They were all in there. And I used to just walk through the halls and be like, yo, like I'll go in Bones' office and he'll be bugging out, talking about he want to interview Michelle Indeglicello naked and just bugged out shit.
Where's Bones right now, man?
Yeah, that's the thing. Everybody trying to find out. I know he's on Facebook, so he good.
Yeah, I see him on Facebook.
Yeah, but I haven't seen him in a while. But that's an ill story because we ended up working together on something for King.
Okay.
Years later. But while I was there, I didn't have a computer at home. I didn't have like a laptop or anything. So I would get reviews and stuff assigned to me, and I didn't have anything.
Now, this was 96?
This is 96 going into 97.
Which is crazy to me because back then, you know, I was heavy in the music game.
Yeah.
And shit was so brick and mortar, like, I didn't know nothing about the internet back then.
It was great. And I came through on the online department.
Right.
I wasn't even an intern for the mag.
Who had the foresight to have like an online then, man?
It was a dude named Sadiq T. Bello, and he was a mean bastard. And it was good because if he wasn't like that, I wouldn't have been prepared for everything that came after.
Right, so
he did it on purpose. He was black, he was young, he was smart, and he knew who was smart. Right. He was like, yo, alright, he made it hell for a little
So
bit.
what was the online shit, man? What was
the online? They had like a couple of e-zines. That's when they called everything that was basically blogs or e-zines. Right. So they had like a joint that I was doing called The Suicide. So it was all underground hip hop type shit. So one of my first reviews for it was for Capone Noriega's War Report. And I did the review like Nori was looking for Capone. Like Capone was like a prisoner of war, and I did each song was a clip, and like if it was a good song, he was blasting somebody. If it was like some ill old bugged out,
ill young in the game.
Young.
Now, Datwon, I gotta ask you this question. I mean, you know, you're a college student, you're interning, you know, you've traveled around the world. Are you getting high?
Nah, I was drinking, but I wasn't getting high. My whole family got high. Everybody got high, but I never smoked weed like that ever. I was just like, nah, I'm good.
To this day,
you was just crazy. You was just influenced by cartoons and hip hop in general, so you was just wilding.
Sneakers, bugged out shit. But you know, of course, street stuff. But
yes,
I think because like my family was so engrossed in it, like I already knew what the complications and everything was from it. And
I'm also trying to figure out what makes you so uninhibited as a creative.
I think it was I really gotta say it was my time in Japan. Every summer I would spend some time in South Carolina, so that was like my cool out period. My grandmother was real cool, so I had a lot of time to myself to read a lot. I read everything, whatever it was, I was just reading, but mainly comic books. You know how we are with the comic game. And stuff like that. And it wasn't like some extra hood, you know, lifestyle, but it was definitely extra hood. So but with the Vibe thing not having any kind of computer access, what I used to do was, and they didn't know this, but they will now, I used to come back on the weekends when nobody was there. Right. And I was cool with the security guards. So I would give them like the promotional items, like different shirts from Loud, because Loud was upstairs. Right. You know what I mean? So Mobb Deep and all of them used to come through, and I used to get those things, give it to the security guards, and then like on Saturdays and Sundays, if nobody was at Vibe, they would punch me in, let me go in, I'll use the computer.
Whose computer was you logging on to?
I would use the ones that was in the online department.
Okay.
So it would be one that I would use normally. Right. But I was all up in people's offices and just chilling or whatever. It was like
that's crazy.
It was crazy. It was a crazy story because and especially one time we had to do it was for Biggie, man. When Big got
passed away.
Yeah. And that was crazy. We had to jump online, and we were the
that
first
was
ones up.
technically Sunday morning.
Yeah. So me and my man Black Spot, we was like, yo, you going? I'm going. I'll meet you there. Yeah. And we was online. We was already doing stories on it.
Let me ask you, man, what was the audience like online back then, B?
It was ill, man. It was like a group of just people. You knew the audience.
Yeah, because it was small.
It was so small.
It was real
at the
organic,
time.
right?
Yeah, like you knew who was riding.
It wasn't thousands of people. It was like a couple of hundred, I would imagine.
Especially
because then cats really, like I said,
they didn't even really have emails like that.
Cats didn't have emails. Cats were not online, and so you were really
we
a
was
pioneer in the online this online hip hop.
Yeah,
shit.
we was definitely trailblazing back then, and I feel good about it to see where it is now, and it's like blew past every expectation that we even thought of.
Did you even imagine it being where it is today?
Not like this.
Right.
Not like this.
Now let me ask you, back then, did you feel cocky because Cats really wasn't up on the internet?
Not necessarily. I felt like, I was like, damn, why they not let me in the magazine?
Right.
Because that's what the thing was. We got looked down on. If you was on the internet, he was like, you ain't making it to the magazine, dog. Like, you know what I mean? And look at how it is now. Like,
that lasted up until about this year.
Yeah.
Until every magazine folded.
Exactly, man. It flipped.
Internet's real talk is I almost got to write for King's online version through somebody that was working for you. They had reached out to me, but they weren't offering. King had a shoestring budget.
Yeah, man, we did.
Which is incredible. I mean, I'm gonna skip to this real quick.
Yep.
But I mean, Harris Publications had the foresight.
Yep.
To have a King magazine, which is essentially a men's lifestyle magazine.
And this was the thing, man. I had to fight for that.
Well, listen. So you at Vibe for a year and a half.
Yup.
And then explain the transition. What'd you do after?
So what happened was we used to have this intern room, and in the intern room, everybody used to bug out in there or whatever. And my man Rich, who used to take pictures, he had a card from Reginald Dennis from The Source.
Right.
But it was a double XL card, and I ain't never seen it. It said hip hop, soul, style, truth, all this. I was like, yo. He was like, yo, I met Reggie Dennis. I was like, yo, that's one of my favorite writers. I was like, you called him? He was like, I ain't calling him. I'm just keeping the card.
Right.
But keeping the card for. I was like, give me the card.
Right.
So I called right then in the intern room, like just how it is like this. And I'm telling everybody, be quiet just to see what would happen.
Right.
And dude picked up, and I was like, "Hey, this is Datwon Thomas from Vibe magazine. I see you're doing something new." He was like, "Well, he must have knew it was some bullshit."
Right.
And he was like, "Oh, really? You work over there? Why don't you come over to my spot real quick? We chat it up." And I was like, "All right." So I go. We sat down for 3 hours. Neither one of us got up. He was telling me all the old stories.
The war stories.
Woo! It was crazy.
The first generation. X-Men, the first generation.
Yeah, man. It was crazy. And this is at Harris.
Right.
So this is like April 97. And they had just finished doing the preview issue with Biggie on the cover.
Which was crazy.
It was crazy. He was like, yo, I'm going to show you something. He showed. I was like,
what was his name, Dennis?
Reginald Dennis.
Reggie,
yeah. He used to have the Dennis files.
Yeah.
Remember that?
Yeah.
He used to blow up rappers.
Yeah, exactly.
Ice-T and all of them used to argue.
His last name start with a G?
Dennis.
Reginald
Dennis.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Bugging. It's a Dennis in the chat room bigging you up right now.
Oh, that's what's up. What up?
Dentist or a dentist?
Guinness.
Internet. Super producer A King, I see got a can of juice.
Yeah, that's the juice guy.
Oh,
yeah, that's what it is.
The juice
that's what
got
it is. The juice is in your ears, huh?
Juice.
Yeah,
So-
See, I see you fucking with the Jews.
So y'all have this conversation, and then
Yeah.
is that what led to you coming over?
Yep. I'm thinking like, yo, I don't know what I'm. He's just telling me the stories,
Right.
and I'm like, and he was like, who you listening to? And I was running down everything, and he was like, where? He was like, all right, yo, I got 3 stories for you to do. So I was like, oh, so I had no idea what the protocol was,
Right.
But then it was in the Jay-Z issue with Jay and Master P on the other cover, and it just tore down the game. Like everybody was wilding because they sent like this ill letter to the industry, and it was like niggas, bitches, Romans, Catholics, da da da. Like it was like we here to take over shit.
It was an announcement.
It was an announcement, and they faxed it to all the different publications. So all these people got this. It was an ill way to introduce themselves. Yeah, like, yo, all y'all better lay down. And I remember them saying at the end, we're going to keep the seat hot until Ego Trip and these other joints will come up and take the spot. But for now, we got you.
And that was and I guess that energy was coming from the fact that they were really, first of all, they had that high sense of journalistic integrity
man.
coming from what had gone down
Yep.
during the first wave of craziness at the Source. Because I
Yo.
remember the walkout back then was
serious.
Yeah.
Because I think they walked out in like 94, 95.
Yeah.
And then Double XL didn't come out until 97.
Right.
So you had this big gap where, the Source and Vibe was just rocking.
Exactly.
Like, it didn't really have too much threat from Rap Pages or whoever. Rap Pages was incredible.
But it was a street. It was really servicing the streets.
Exactly. And then when Double XL came in, what they was doing, I was just like, I'm so happy to be involved.
So you
in
were
this
writing.
movement.
You were just writing for them. At the time.
At the time I was just writing for them, and Miss Info was she was the managing editor. And
how was she as a managing editor?
She was the best, man.
Right.
Because if not for her, I don't think I would have been in the position. Like I said earlier, you got to be in the position for that.
Hold up, we got a caller calling in. Let's see what this call is about. We haven't had a call in a while, and it's not like we opened up the phone lines, but let's see what this call is talking about. Caller, you now on air. You on the Combat Jack show? What's going on? Hello.
Hey, how you doing?
What's going on, man?
What's going on? I just want to give a promotion out for my brother.
What?
Wanted to shout out a promotion for my brother that's going on right now.
Excuse me?
No, I just wanted to give a shout out.
You're on the Combat Jack show right now.
You're on Combat Jack show, fam.
I'm giving a shout out to SneakerTube.tv.
Pump your brakes.
Yes. SneakerTube.tv is in the building. SneakerTube.tv
That's
is
your
in
peoples.
the building.
That's what that.
SneakerTube.tv is in the building.
Yeah,
Yes.
SneakerTube is in the-
I didn't hear that. The Jews.
Yes.
My
Internet's good looking out. Good looking out. Right now we with Datwon Thomas.
So we about to be rude, fam. Thanks for the shout out, but we gotta get back to this interview. All right, man. So where were we, man? You writing that double XL?
Yo, we just got Captain Jenks.
Yeah, man. I just got discombobulated.
That was Captain Jenks right there.
Yeah, that was
Shout out Howard Stern.
Yeah. So you're at double XL. You're writing, and are you still also interning at Vibe?
I was going back and forth.
Right.
It was kind of crazy.
Was it kind of tense?
It was a little bit. I remember somebody was like Trader because
Yeah.
once the issue came out
And they saw your name in the shit?
Yeah, they was like, "Oh, dude."
Now, were you catching a check from XXL?
Yeah.
Oh man,
That was my first. That was my first
check.
joint. That was my first check, and I was so ghetto with it.
For real.
I was ghetto.
How'd you stunt with it? What'd you do?
What'd you get, man?
Yo, well,
Real talk.
Not with the money, with how I got it.
Just tell us
How I got the money.
Tell us how you
'Cause
got
I
the money.
didn't know
And then tell us
had-
what you got with it.
I didn't know you had to wait. I didn't
Right.
know that. I thought you did your joint
And you got a check,
You got
right?
no issue come out type. I was like, what? That's like 3 months.
3 months, yeah.
I was like, yo, you wildin'.
Yeah.
He was like, yo, this is how it's.
So you was like coming to the
I
office
was like, yo, but he was so cool. He was like, yo, I'm gonna work something out for
Right.
you. He got it done. But what happened was, what I got with it, of course you can run out, go get some Jordans or whatever. But then I was paying bills. And that was the thing. I was like, yo, I actually paid bills
Right.
with this money. Cause I was using college money to,
To survive.
Yeah, you know
yeah.
what I mean? And it was tough. It was tough back then.
Right.
And, to be
Because
able to,
that Pell money don't do everything.
they don't do everything. You
Pell
stunt and
that
go
little
into the
tap
gap.
money, that little, yeah, you know what I mean?
Yeah, that was that Pell money.
You had to
Oh,
steal
man.
books. I hope you
Word
stole
up.
books.
Oh, no doubt.
Okay, all right.
Photocopied all that. You know what I mean? And it was ill because that's when it got to me. I was like, yo, I could actually make a living doing this,
Right.
Or like I can make money, not a living.
Right.
I was like, I can make money.
Yeah.
And writing about something
You
I
could be a
love.
plumber or you could be doing this
I
shit.
could be doing this.
Yeah.
And then
Ronaldo, crack the door a bit, man. It's hot in here, man.
the fellas once again they walked out.
Right.
They walked out of Double XL.
Why'd they walk out?
They whatever business deal they had structured, it wasn't being followed. Whatever the deal was, it wasn't right.
Now, was my man Don Morris there at the time?
Don was there, man, and Don took me under his wing and was like, "Yo, this is a creative process, and this is the way that you get people's attention. Yellow and red. That's why Burger King and McDonald's they get your eye on
Right,
the road. Like
right.
he was just giving me the mechanics,
The science of the game.
Ooh,
Right.
man, he was just always like, "Yo, why don't you read this? Check this out.
Right.
Yo, you got to be on point with this." And I got to give it to him. He really opened up the fact that I could start thinking outside the box on
Right.
some hip hop stuff.
Right.
And then that's where Eye Candy came from. We were like, me and Black Spot had our whole cubicle, nothing but girls, pasted all over the place.
nice,
And he
that's
came in like, "Yo, why don't y'all put that in the magazine?"
Right.
They didn't want that. The publishers.
Yeah, he told me that he was.
didn't want
yeah.
that.
Which is crazy to me because as I know that company, they got about a 50-11
Yeah.
gun magazines.
All day.
They got a magazine for gun. They got a magazine with the name of the magazine, Nigga Killers.
He's wild and fit. It's crazy.
I'm just saying they make hella gun magazines.
So how'd you go? So you're writing now,
Yup.
and you're getting like your little checks and the whole
Yeah.
nine. And then what was the next step?
Minya, Miss Info, she was like, "Yo, I need you to come in. And ain't nobody here. The fellas liked
They
you a
walked
lot."
out and they hired you a
And I
staff.
talked to them because it felt like that. They bounced. I don't
Right.
know. It was one of those things where it was like, damn, but they on.
Right.
I'm not on. What I'm going to do?
And they co-signed you.
They co-signed. They was like, you do what you have to do, but this is what we're doing.
Right.
And I felt a kind of way. You know what I mean?
At them or at the
No,
situation?
at the situation.
Right.
Never at them because they
Right.
gave me that look.
Right.
And then with her still being there, I felt like it was okay to go ahead and cross that line and do it.
Right.
And she just let me run, man. she let me run,
Right.
and I love her for that. She was just like, "Yo, this is what we doing." It was the second issue. It was the second, working on the third. So
Okay.
my first real issue to get my hands dirty and everything was the end of the second, going into the third, which was D'Angelo and Goody Mob covers.
Right.
Yeah, breaking down. You spend 3-4 hours trying to transcribe, Big Gip, CeeLo, and Cujo's words.
That's
and
crazy.
The draw, it was crazy.
That's crazy. So you're getting accustomed to the deadlines right now.
Yeah,
Get
I started getting the real mechanics of working on the Mac, because
Right.
at Vibe I was working on the website
Right.
for so long, and then I actually got into like the whole blue lines and all that. You know what I
Right.
mean? So it was dope.
Okay, so how long did you? What was your position?
At that time, I was assistant editor.
Okay,
Yeah,
and then how long were you assistant editor?
I was assistant editor for like a year, and then I became associate music editor. And then that's when I started meeting great people like my man Bonsu Thompson, who came in. He came in, I believe he came in as an intern, and he left as the man.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, and then who else came in at the time? Vanessa Satin came
Right.
in at that time.
Yo, she slimmed down.
A lot.
She got hot.
Yeah.
Like early on, I wouldn't fuck with her. Now I would fuck with her.
I believe
Almost.
that was fam. You know what I'm saying?
So what was the next step for you? Like,
The next step, after Double XL, we pitched the idea for King back then, and they wasn't with it.
Right.
They was like, man, get out of here. Because my thing was, I had the upfront section, so I got all the letters, and I'm getting letters from dudes in jail, dudes all over the world. And I read every letter, and Minion used to bug out that I would handwrite them back.
Right.
What?
Because I used to,
You're a psycho.
I used to take all the boxes and go through them and handwrite them back. I used to clear my day. I'd do all my work just so I could write the people back and, just get that customer loyalty.
Right.
And it became a habit. I even did it at King. It became something that
Can I tell you
always
something?
did.
You were the back then. You were the little B. He was the bass
Yeah.
god.
Little B,
Yeah.
bass god.
I was going
of
in.
magazine
Oh my God,
publishing.
bass god.
You know what I mean?
I'll take
With that, I mean, with that handwritten,
Yeah,
not
I
even
did.
some form letter shit.
Nah, it was
Not
handwritten.
even some Xerox shit with a little
Nah.
X signature on it, like
not
zip,
at all.
zip.
Not at all. I
Take
made
it.
sure that people knew that somebody real was hitting them back. And if we're supposed to be a real mag, you want people to feel that. And that was before everybody had emails and all that.
Right.
But by doing that, I got a lot of insight from these different parts of the country.
What the people wanted.
And every time we did something with Scarface in one of the early issues, and he had like a 6'4" on rims. It was crazy. Dudes was like, "Yo, I need them rims. Where I get them rims? Oh, who the shorty in that video?" And And I was like, hold up, they ain't even asking about the song
They
right
asking
now.
about the cars
They
and
asking
the
about the
chicks.
culture. What kind of kicks he got on? So I was like, if we were able to do a mag like that, just saying not just outside of the music, but what everything else that the music produced.
Lifestyle, bitches.
Lifestyle.
And that's where the idea came up.
And who gave you the check for that, man? Who?
Internet. Let's get in. We're gonna get into the King magazine in a minute.
Yeah.
But you know what? We need a little break right now. We need a little break.
Well, I mean, we only got half an hour left.
Well, that's all right. That's all
got
right.
half an hour
We
left.
just need a little one song break.
Half a song.
Little one song.
Good. Half a song is
Internet,
good.
y'all good? Everybody good?
We about to get into internet. Stay tuned. We're about to get into the King years, scandal, naked women, car rims.
And then we really about to see if he got that. If they call him in the middle of the night to go to that little initiation,
that NEWMANATI,
with the naked men with the robes on and the hoods,
with the female sacrifice.
with the
Internet.
female sacrifice.
Stay tuned in for
His name
NEWMANATI.
Thomas Illuminati. You were tuned into the Combat Jack radio show, www.pncradio.fm.
F your radio, internet.
Illuminati. Yeah, we are back
Internet.
with the Combat Jack radio show. I got a mouthful of corn chips. Yo, Dallas, how you doing, man?
Internets. Japan.
Yo,
Japan, hold your head, Japan.
Japan, konnichiwa. Yo, it's been a while since we did an interview like this, man.
First of all, I'm totally engaged. Pause. To Datwon because honestly,
Pause.
hold on for a second. I said pause already.
I am engaged too.
To the conversation we're having here with our guests.
Okay, yeah, okay.
Oh, listen, hold on for a second. Why, like Twitter? Why you making me waste all these characters for what I got to say?
All right. You good, Datwon?
I'm good, man.
I'm excited right now because we're about to get into the
man.
King era. Do you understand, internets, what a lifestyle magazine could be if you just let that shit be?
I bought more King magazines than I bought Double XL or the Source.
I mean, fuck a Maxim.
No shots.
Fuck a.
And that's how your left arm got strong.
Hold on a second. Hey King, you was putting you was putting the kung fu grip on your manhood, brother. Oh man, we ain't mad at you. Internet is not mad at you, A King. Internet is not mad at you.
That's why A King always wears his watches on the right hand.
Never.
On swole.
Yo, all right.
Oh, man.
Internets, we got our special guest Datwon in the house.
Yeah.
Datwon, man. So explain how this King thing popped off, man.
Man, I was after Double XL, I went over to hook.com.
Right.
Puff was involved in that. It was like kind of like what Karma Loop is now,
Right.
before Karma Loop. And that was dope. It was ill to see like marketing and how his mind works and all that. But Don Morris had hit me up and was like, yo, they thinking about doing the idea. And I was like, get out of here. He was like, yo, you should definitely meet with the powers that be over there. And I was like, all right, man, I'll do that. I didn't think much of like the whole situation.
Right.
But then when I had the meetings with the people, it just came out natural because I was already from there, knew what it was.
You knew the culture, you knew the people,
pitched it before.
You knew the business.
Yep. And then I don't think they actually thought it was going to be as successful as it became.
Right.
I never thought it was going to fail. Because that was the one time I felt like, yo, I got this hands down because I know this audience. It's my boys. Right. It's the people that I roll with all the time. This is what they want. Watch this. And we just got busy, man.
And your title then at the time was what?
I was editor in chief.
Wow. So
I started at ground zero.
and took the elevator to the top floor.
All the way.
So now the checks are different.
NEWMANATI.
Yeah.
The checks are real different. Right now.
It was. You know what's funny? To be honest, the check was real similar to Hook.
Right. Okay.
But it didn't change until probably like 8 months later because like the success of it just it skyrocketed.
They wanted to keep you in the whole nine.
It was like, yo.
So now you making young six figures?
Yeah, man. And I was like, yeah. Oh man, it was crazy.
Were you wise with your money?
It was house copping time.
Okay, so
you know what I mean.
So you were early house copping.
Early, and it was ill because a lot of people in my family used to look at my dad and be like, "Oh, his pops went and got the crib out of Long Island early," and I like beat him by like 3-4 years.
What year was that in real estate?
2002.
Okay,
nice.
Yeah.
So that's when everything deflated. Like
I copped a little something in 2003.
No, but I'm saying, I'm talking
2003.
about. I'm talking about. It was after 9/11.
Yeah.
Right.
The prices dropped.
Yep.
The prices dropped, so everything was affordable.
I would say
man.
prices drop. I'll say that, you know what, we had a little bit of money.
Niggas want to get out of New York.
Banks were like,
niggas want to get out of New York, B.
Banks was like, we'll fuck with you.
Yep.
We'll fuck with you.
Because we need something. We need to stimulate the economy and all that. So it worked out, man. Got a nice spot. You know, I was having my second daughter at the time.
Now, were you married?
Yep. I got married before King. Everybody think like, oh, you got married during King. I was married before King.
How was that, B?
It was dope, man.
Yeah. How was your wife? Like, she was real supportive of the King thing?
Super. Because she saw it from before.
Right.
You know what I mean? And we've been together since high school,
right.
so it was nothing. Yeah, from Sarah J. I met her in Sarah J.
Wow. Damn.
All of us saying internets. Wow. This is a good motherfucker. Like, honestly, I can't really say nothing bad about this motherfucker right now. I want to, just to keep it internet. I really can't.
No, let's keep it real.
Yeah.
I can't say. I can't say a bad fucking thing.
Yeah, you see him. You see him.
I can't say a bad fucking thing right now.
The level of, because y'all changed the game.
Yeah,
like
definitely.
The level of King roundness that was around you, B.
Yep.
Like how?
You know,
nigga.
Yeah, real talk. Internet, shut the fuck up right now. Shit is about to get crazy,
nigga. How?
Yo, you know what it was, man? It was always one of those situations where it was like you can't shit where you eat.
Right.
You know what I mean? As far as, but
I would eat my own shit.
I knew y'all was gonna do that.
I would eat my own shit.
I knew you was gonna say
like if a little bit fell off the side and hit me in my mouth, I would keep going. I would keep going in. Like you know, sometimes internet's when you going in with your tongue, and sometimes you get something on your tongue crazy. And you can't pull, but it's so good that you keep going in. I keep going in. Like, what is that? What is that? I just flick it off. I just flick it off with my tongue, like, flip, and I keep going in.
Yo, it's crazy, man.
It's crazy.
It's crazy, but yeah, man, it was one of those because I felt like if something was to happen, like everything would fall apart.
Right.
And this is a real good shot. Like I was probably the youngest like black editor for a national magazine at that time.
Wow.
I was 25 when
And
it started.
you focus on it. You focus on work. You're getting a check. You focus on. You're about to have your second child and the family. So
Built to win.
So you're a grown man status at 25.
Yeah.
So how the fuck are you so fucking mature at 25? Because I didn't get married until 33.
Right.
And I was like,
I'm still not
the
married.
most. I was not mature until like a couple of years after. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, where did that come from, B?
I have to say, man, like my mom's is the illest. Like my mom's is. She just prepared me for a lot. Like, even as a shorty, I was like 6 or 7. She put me on an airplane by myself.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, they had the stewardess watch you and get down there, somebody there to pick you up. That gives you a lot of confidence.
Right.
Like, yo,
back in those days, nobody even have to watch. Your mom could just put you on a plane.
Have me on a plane.
Like, son, you done fucked up.
Yeah.
Bum, I bought you a ticket.
But that still
And you end up in Sarasota.
But that still doesn't account for character because my mom used to put me on the plane. And the whole but that, I was still immature.
You know what it was? What it did was it eliminated a lot of fear.
Right.
It eliminated certain kinds of fear that you get when you're going through life. You know what I mean? Some people are like, oh, I can't do this, I can't do that. I think, at least for me, confidence level, self-assuredness.
But all of that is fine and dandy, B. But you're not explaining how, like. Like when King started popping, B, them chicks would do anything to get on. Them chicks was crazy, B, like statuette, like fucking defying gravity,
it was
B.
Work. It was work.
Azarea.
It was like, if anything goes down, like any one of them could shut the empire down.
Right.
Any one.
And this was a Harris publication, so you still, regardless how hot you was popping, you still had to understand you was in a man's house.
But you didn't trust none of them to be like I could tell this one right here.
This will have a snap.
She's so happy to get on.
It was
she ain't gonna
models. Man,
she gonna let me doodle on her stomach.
Did your knees ever get weak though? Did you ever?
You get temptation. Yeah, hell
you just start having them little conversations.
Yeah, you just gotta talk to yourself.
Like little giggles and shit. And they start opening up.
It's definitely.
Real quick, somebody in the chat room want to know if you beat down Melissa Ford at least once.
Nah.
When she had the Honda Accord.
Nah, real question. Everybody, real question. Like, okay, you didn't have to hit, you didn't have to smack or touch. Did you ever just ask one and let me smell it?
Nah.
Not at all. The smell, at least.
Not at all. I mean, like sometimes, man, it would be an awkward situation where they would have to get undressed in front of you, and you right there, and they just cool and this all out, and you be like, dang.
Who had the baddest body?
Baddest body? Oh man.
Top 3.
Top 3.
Yeah,
damn,
top
man. I
three.
always get asked this, and it always changes. You know what I'm saying?
Top 3 in your mind right now.
I'm gonna say like Melissa when she came out was crazy. Gloria Velez. I split the cover. Gloria Velez was mean, man. Remember that Big Pimpin' video? So just imagine that
and she was blonded
and glazed up.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
She controlled gravity.
Like she was
gravity
serious.
goddess.
And she was blonded.
Yeah, she was
with that Latina.
Wow,
that Latina streak is kryptonite.
Now, D, I've been
Wait,
in your office.
Number 3.
Yep.
In
Number 3.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
You ain't never after a shoot went into your office, locked the door.
Nah, hey, but I've had
some business.
I've had shorties come in and straight showcase in the office. I'm like, yo, like.
Did you have to like at least release the stress at least?
Never, man.
Come on, B.
Man.
Okay. Internet. Official NEWMANATI right now. Official. Datwon Thomas is a robot.
When he said that earlier, I was like, watch what he said.
Datwon Thomas is an android. Datwon Thomas is vision.
Yo, let me see.
He's an android.
Let me see your wrist.
The wrist is
I
good.
See if one of them is disproportionately larger than the other. Okay, yo. So my fucking God.
Right hand is slightly
I'll tell you this. I like that was the point where I had the most friends.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Friends.
Yeah, friends.
People came out of the woodwork.
Just stopping by the office.
Emails.
Right.
And I wasn't on Facebook behind that. I wasn't on MySpace behind that.
Hotmail.
They made I had like 4 or 5 MySpace accounts that I had never been on there.
Right.
Just dudes was getting girls to fly to cities for them.
That's crazy.
Behind saying like, yo, I'm Datwon Thomas. You know, I run King Magazine.
Wow.
Why don't you come out here? I'll do a photo shoot. Girls was going. And then like, yo, why ain't in the magazine hitting up the office and stuff? It was crazy.
So let me ask you, man, like during this run, B, like what's the most scandalous shit that happened? Because you see everything. Like at the end of the day, entertainment, money, and especially sex brings out the worst in everybody. And people, you know what I'm saying, unfortunately, people get preyed upon using what was the worst shit you saw, man?
Man, it was a couple of things. I'm trying to think of one that's ill. I mean, not on like an extra scandalous thing, but business wise, there was a situation with Sierra in our mag, and it was like legal got involved and all of that stuff because one of the shots that she had wasn't right.
Right.
And it was like, oh, y'all putting this tagline in, all this and that, and it just got.
So the business really got
the business
aspect.
Yeah, the business
lawyers.
The lawyers got involved.
Yo, I don't like lawyers, B. No, for real.
Are you sure about that?
I do not like lawyers, B.
I think I saw you tweet something about that.
This week,
you was
man.
like generally.
And generally, I don't like lawyers, man.
Yeah.
Being biased. He's being biased.
Being a lawyer myself, like when shit is popping creatively and you know something is popping and you got everybody on board and this motherfucker comes up with not a cease and desist and like that.
Yo,
shit is
it was
very
crazy.
Annoying.
But it's not like the cease and desist where you like take that record down.
Right.
It's like, yo, I want to take every magazine you have out there off the stands. Like, so you're looking at the potential loss of like however much you make.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Right.
A song coming off your blog ain't really hurting you.
Right.
You know what I mean? So, you know, especially back then, it was a little serious.
Right.
It was like a re-up money.
So-
But I used to get artists and stuff that used to come through and used to tell me about some of the situations they were in.
Right.
You know, and we wouldn't write about those,
Right, of
but
course.
it's just ill to have that knowledge. Be like, damn, it gets that grimy.
It gets that grimy.
You know, and
Yeah.
then, you know, there's times, especially when there was like the rap police and all of that stuff out, there was times where we would come out, because you got to remember, XXL and King was on the same block as Violator, across the street from the Henchman, and down the block from Jive. And when all them, you know, shots was going off and all that stuff.
Yeah, so it was hot back then.
It was a hot
so
block.
now we're
So
talking about that.
people was following.
Yeah.
You was getting followed.
So
If
you
you
was
was driving to
definitely
work,
getting followed. You definitely profiled.
Definitely.
Okay,
Definitely.
okay. Fast forward now.
Yep.
King is successful.
Uh-huh.
You're real confident in the whole nine.
Yeah.
Why did you leave?
I would have to say when I switched over to XXL, I was editorial director. Jermaine took over for King in like 06.
Right.
I became editorial director, and Elliot Wilson and I, what we did was we started Hip Hop Soul together. Like we'd be in the office bugging out, like you got hip hop, I got the girls and lifestyle. Yo, it'd be crazy. We did some R&B shit, and we like, yo, it was like a joke.
Right.
And then next thing you know, me and him at lunch, like, yo, this is how we should do it.
Now, how did you meet Elliot?
Oh man, I met Elliot years before when he was at the Source. You know, I was coming up. He was kind of like, he was like becoming the dude.
Right.
You know, because I think at that time he was a music editor at the Source.
Okay.
And I was like rocking over at XXL.
Right.
And the Source main competition was Vibe.
Right.
But we were a formidable like competitor, I would say.
Right.
You know what I mean? And he was real cool. He was real cool from jump. But I remember there was a time when
He wasn't Illuminati yet.
Nah. He wasn't YN yet.
Right.
But there was a time where there was like this article in Rolling Stone, I think, and Dame was talking about being the hottest nigga in the building, and Irv was talking about being the hottest nigga in the building at
remember
Def
that.
Jam.
I remember
that story?
Yeah.
And I remember everybody was talking about that.
Competitiveness and how New York breeded these pit bulls internally, yeah.
And we had our own.
Right.
We had our own joint like that, because you had to be hot to get out the building. We had XXL, you got Slam, you got King, you got Raj, you got all these joints that was cornering the market, you know, to a degree. So your issue had to be hot just to get out the building,
Right.
then be hot against everybody else.
Right.
So it was always like a healthy competition, but it was never where it was like, yo, I want to slit his throat or you want to slit my throat. It was just always like, yo, look, you saw what they did this month.
Everybody kind of still had their lane.
Everybody had their lane to ride.
You know, but had to shine in that lane
you
too.
Had to, man.
You know, had to move at 100 miles an hour.
You had to, man.
You know, with some fly shit.
Yeah, and we had to double up because they would come out every month. King grew to 10 times, I believe, or 8 times.
Right.
Because we started out quarterly.
Quarterly, right.
You know what I mean? Then we went to 6, then we went to 8. And I think at one point, just all the magazines I was doing, I was putting out like 16 issues a year.
Yo, man,
all together.
because I'm just now getting accustomed to these deadlines, and that shit
crazy.
is ridiculous.
It was crazy. I was doing King, Rides, Dunk Boxing Bubble, special issues, hip hop soul.
Right, the inserts that they would have.
Yeah, man. Yo,
so you wasn't sleeping.
So, but internet, understand
you
this right now.
You weren't going home.
I was going home, but super late.
Right.
But you know what? That was the one thing about Harris Culture. The doors was closing at 9. So that was the other thing that I never realized. Like, yo, for the most part, we was out of there by 9 o'clock.
Okay.
They shutting them doors. So it made you work faster.
More efficient.
You know
right.
what's ill? Like now, most magazines and stuff like that, like, they're 24. You could go, somebody could work until 2.
Yeah.
They wasn't trying to hear that.
Right.
It was rare that you worked until 2 in the morning.
There was no Four Loko at that time.
Because they was powering down them lights.
They was powering them down.
Yeah.
It was like, so it compacted your day and you made different decisions.
Here's the thing
effective.
I'm really learning about you right now too. And internet, understand why Datwon is successful. Like when you achieve success at a level, you can do that shit again.
Yeah, man, that's the thing. And that's the thing. I remember reading that from Prince.
Yeah.
I remember Prince said, like, oh, you made a hit, make another one. If you're so good at making hits, do it again.
Right.
You know what I mean? And then when you think of like everybody loves Michael Jordan, they love him because he did it multiple times.
Exactly.
Like, yo, keep going. If you so hot, be hot.
Keep it popping.
Stay hot.
Stay hot. Like,
stay hot.
And it's hard. That's why that's why you have greats.
Yeah.
You don't have okays. You know what I mean? It ain't cool to just be okay.
Nah.
You want to be the greatest, or you want to be great. And even if you can't be, you're gonna, die trying to be that. And that's the thing, man. You guys keep popping.
So you get to Double XL.
Yeah.
This is after Elliot's reign.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
And he brought you in?
Nah. Like L bounced. And then Vanessa was interim, I think, for like an issue and a half. And it was funny, man, because I was looking at that situation on the outside like, damn, it's going to be crazy for whoever got to fill that dude's shoes.
Yeah, because he changed.
Oh, man.
I saw something the other day this week,
Yep.
or it was last week, where on Twitter somebody said Rap Radar changed the blog game. And internally I was like, nah, Right changed the blog game. But if you really want to give him his props, he definitely changed the magazine game.
Completely, because he brought like a different kind of aggression to it,
yeah,
and like, I'm coming for you.
Yeah.
Like, I'm letting you know exactly who you are. That I'm coming for you. I'm calling names, and that was rare in our game. Like people was beating behind the bush.
Which is, which is crazy, because when you really attribute his transformation, like his transition from magazines to online, it makes sense right now, because that's always been the ethic of the internet.
Yep.
Really shit talking. And back in it.
Yeah.
So I'm just realizing that.
Or that whole
but
Adam
shit talking from an anonymous vantage point.
Yeah.
Or not necessarily so, because Dallas, when we were getting to our beefs, our shit wasn't.
But no.
Our shit wasn't anonymous.
No. I mean, we're a different
You're talking
breed
about
anyhow.
the general.
I'm talking about in general.
I'm not talking about the nerds from the mom's basement. I'm talking about like with the cats that really established their names in the blog game. Was quick to fire.
No question. And still be
and
in the
blast
street.
first too.
And still be in the street.
Exactly. So so the whole thing happens.
Yep.
The whole transition is going on. Vanessa, and how'd you get pulled into Double XL?
Publishers were just like, yo, we think you could do this. You were with the brand from when it started. You're a hip hop head at heart. Like everybody know. Like,
but you were still at King.
I was still editorial director,
right?
And I was just like, I need some time to think about that, because I was just laughing at. I was like, yo, I can't wait to see who got to fill these shoes, and I was laughing at whoever was going to have to do that.
Right.
And I was like, whoa.
And then you got the call,
and I got the call, and I got the pull in, and I was just like, is this something I want to do? You know what I mean? And it felt good again because I came in at the bottom over there and I have a chance to be over at the top. And dude had an ill legacy and I love that brand. I didn't want to see the brand go to somebody that didn't love it as much as I did and obviously as much as he did. And I had it before he had it. So it makes sense. And I was just like, but the mentality had to change.
You know what that means?
That's a different mentality.
You know, that chick is a hoe. Okay, I'm sorry. What are we talking about?
Wait.
Internet, what are we talking about?
So you're over there,
yeah,
and then you start focusing online. You really start focusing on the online.
Yeah, we had to, and they what happened was the crew there already had like some terminology, like if certain comments got to a certain number, we were saying it was platinum, and then they also
what was the number?
I think it was like 50 comments was gold, 100 comments you made platinum.
Now, real talk.
I got beef with. I got beef with Double XL.
Real talk. That was at the Nah Right blog.
Okay.
First. That was the Nah Right blog.
See,
first.
that was what's crazy about that was when I got over there, I was like, oh, that's an ill concept, and everybody was trying to get their blogs on staff,
right,
to try to hit a certain number, and what it did was that bred, you know, competitive fire and all of that. So the blogs started getting better. But then Bo was there, and Bo would just do some like whatever if he felt like it.
But he came under.
Oh yeah, thank you, Datwon, for not firing me.
Nah,
while I was over there.
Who like Elliot brought them in?
Elliot bought Bolin, I believe.
Okay,
because he didn't come in when he was there when I was there.
Okay, and SK he bought SK in.
He bought SK in,
and
which was crazy.
And he bought Dallas in also at the time. Okay.
Yep. So he definitely had the vision to see the pieces and who had the main voices at that time. And when I came in, I was like, yo, why mess that up?
Right.
Like, yo, keep that going. My thing was, and I felt like what was the thing to do was to get the comment crew to be the stars.
Right.
And then I started having like the commenters do blogs.
Right.
I was like, yo, you think that's so nice? You do a blog.
Exactly.
And then now you got the commission, I think they're called.
Yes.
The commission.
You know that's what they're called. Yes, indeed.
Yeah, and that came out of my reign under there.
Yes.
And yo, they were all dope, man.
NEWMANATI.
Now I'm gonna tell you the beef that I have with Double XL, and I'm gonna put it out there right there. Like I wrote for Double XL for 2 months, and the 2 months that I wrote for Double XL, at least 10 of my posts hit 100 plus.
Right.
And I'm nowhere on their platinum status.
But you know what's crazy? I didn't notice that until like a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah.
Like the little thing. Yeah. They probably been doing it for a while. I hadn't been checking it. But then when I went over to see like the freshman stuff,
right,
and I was like, oh, they got a little icon for it now.
Nah,
I didn't know.
I feel like you
might not be on that platinum status because you're not on staff no more.
Nah, but I feel like the Fab Five, like they took my flag down, B.
Yeah.
I feel like they took my flag down, B.
Yeah, you did numbers over there.
Yeah, I did numbers over there.
They might hold on for saying you might have had Easy Money Ed. Fucking putting money behind your campaign.
Nah. I had no fugaziness in the whole nine. So you're at Double XL.
Yep.
And how was it? Like,
it was crazy. Yeah. It was probably the craziest year in. I did like 14 months or something like that. It was the craziest time of my whole
Was the
career.
culture of Harris changing again, man?
It was changing. The recession was coming.
Right.
I like, every couple of, like a quarter or so, I hadn't let people go.
Right. Yeah.
It was just really tough to get everybody to have like a straight team.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Because
and
everybody,
it was rotating, or I was losing people, and then people that was really working hard already would have to add on and take on extra responsibility.
Right.
But I mean, real talk, like Vanessa was like one of the hardest workers.
Right.
To really push it forward.
Right.
Can I just say that? But it was a real hard culture to work in.
Why is she so mean?
Can I just say that Vanessa slimmed down and got hot?
But why is she so mean?
I don't know, man. Like I think
she is so mean.
No, she's not mean. She's rough on the outside. She's like an M&M. She's hard on the outside and she's chocolatey soft on the inside.
I don't know that ass. I just know she's so mean.
No, she's sweet.
I think actually, if you sit down and have a conversation with her, she's super cool. But I think in work mode, you're not going to be able to crack her.
Right.
You know what I mean? There's no way. She's not being your friend.
Right.
It's all about the work, the best type of work to get out, and I think that gets lost in how she tries to translate that.
Right.
You know what I mean? But as far as like, and I told a lot of people, as far as like somebody to work with, she's probably one of the hardest workers I've ever been with.
Datwon, let me ask you, man.
Now you know we're going overtime. You know we're going overtime. You know it's 159 right
we
now.
having so much fun right now.
But you know it's 159 right now.
Don't look at your watch. Combat, don't look at your watch.
Nah, it's 159.
Hey, King, don't look at your watch. Because the hardest question, the craziest question is, when you are not at Harris any longer, when you are off the mountaintop.
Yeah.
You know, now remember when King was rocking, was
it's
crazy.
crazy. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like everybody's your friend.
Oh,
you getting
yep.
the best seat in Mr.
Everywhere.
Child's.
All
you know what I
that.
mean? You know, while free shit getting mailed to you.
He's absolutely right.
But when you're not in the mountaintop anymore, and you building yourself up, your brand up again.
Yep.
What was that kind of shock? Like the culture shock you got coming from Japan?
But I don't think that's the question, because right after Double XL, you got. How did you go to? Because once you go to Russell, that's when you get the robe. That's when you get the robe.
Even still, I'm talking about all the magazine people, all the print people. Because again,
but I'm gonna tell you why. Because that's a dope joint. I'm gonna tell you, it happened already. Like that dip, it happened already when I had left Double XL to go to Hook.
Okay.
So I experienced that. I experienced like, the phone kind of slowed down a little.
Can't get niggas on the phone.
But you're still able to do your job.
Right.
And luckily I had good relationships, so I was able to do my job. But it wasn't like the fever.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So then after King and I bounced over to do the work with Russell, it was a different kind of love. Like instead of getting all this free stuff and all that, I was getting a different kind of like business acumen.
You getting the red ropes coming.
It was different and not in the same kind of space. You know, I'm flying over to Cali, like doing, business meetings with Russell right here. And there's a board of people that control the internet, pretty much. You know what I'm saying?
That's when you became Illuminati.
You know what,
No,
man?
NEWMANATI.
Hold on
a second.
Illuminati is old money. Illuminati is new.
Right.
So it's not even new money.
So Datwon met Illuminati to become NEWMANATI.
No. He was we got Illuminati tonight.
We got Illuminati tonight?
We got Illuminati tonight because you're running with Russell.
Yeah.
And I swear I can't find no dirt on this man. I can't, like anything he ever did wrong.
You changed the
The
book.
candy bar he stole. That shit is off the books.
So
the time he got a C in social studies, that shit is off the books.
Nah, he stole the G.I. Joes from
I can't
from
find
that
I
young
gave him
dude.
back though. I gave him back.
I
gave
can't
the G.I.
find
Joes
nothing
back.
on this man. Internet.
So now you're running with the
my
top.
lawyer.
You're running with Russell.
Yeah.
And he singled you out. He called you. Mm-hmm. And like really, man, how was that, man?
That was incredible, man. Like that's a wild dude. You'll get calls any time of the night, but people don't realize his genius and all his madness. And I was able to see that up close and personal and be able to learn from it. And that was like an incredible year as well.
What's the greatest gem you got from that experience?
Being able to see him control a room by talking and being able to get these people that had one thought and totally change them around within like 7 minutes. I was like, and then
that Jedi mantra.
Yeah, and then be like, Datwon has this to say, and I'm enthralled in the conversation.
Right, you spectating and now you get past the ball. You got to take the shot.
Boom, you got to take that shot, and I believe I hit it. I believe I did.
Did you was you sweating a couple of times?
No, you know what though? That was the craziest thing. I was relaxed because it was an ill moment. I had on my Jordan 3s. It's a sneaker.
This is what's called a moment of zen.
Yeah, definitely. And I was thinking like that. I'm about to go in this big meeting with them and all that. And I was dressed up, but I left my shoes home. I didn't pack them, so I had to wear my Jordan 3s. And everybody was like, "Oh, he's so cool!" Da da da. And I broke the ice, so it made me relax. And it was a sneaker, even though it was a sneaker moment, it helped me in a big business moment.
Right.
And being in that type of environment and understanding what was at stake really helped me going forward.
Right.
And even getting the props from him later to learn like, oh, okay, this is what you do in those situations. This is how you talk. This is how you bring your figures and all of that stuff. So it's a lot of business stuff that I learned, at that spot.
Yeah, that's
Like, he's
invaluable
dope.
right there. Sitting in a meeting with Russell Simmons. I mean,
With my dressed up with a tie, but I got my threes on.
That's
but you got three's a tuxedo. That's tuxedo quality, baby.
Yeah.
he was learning Illuminati etiquette. That's what he was
Did
learning.
he get you to do some yoga?
Nah. Actually, I didn't do it. I did it. It's so funny. I did it after.
You did the yoga.
Any vegan shit? Any vegan shit?
No vegan stuff, but we went to like a Thai restaurant. He definitely did that stuff. Like he's ill, man. Like
He still ghetto a little bit.
super.
Because when I
Hood.
when I
He's
worked
hood.
at Def Jam, he was a chain smoker.
Yeah.
At the time, he was clubbing. He looked older then than he.
Yeah. Like now he looks
Yeah.
way younger than what you would.
First, I just saw him about a year and a half ago at Highline. Back in the day when I used to see him down on Houston at a little nice spot, like he used to go to Soul Kitchen all the time. He used to play the streets hard body.
Yo.
He was
real
shorter
cat.
than me. All right. I saw him at Highline Bowl. He's about 3 inches taller than me.
He stretches shit out.
He looked at me dead in my face, and he gave me that look like, motherfucker, I will
You
fucking.
told me that. That's when I had a little back and forth with him.
Yo, the
Word?
nigga was taller.
Hold
Nigga's
on.
taller than me now.
What's that about?
Russell Simmons done grown
You know,
taller than me.
No, this is. I think.
I think it was a robot. He
I
has
did-
robots now
okay.
that run the streets for him.
I did my piece on Daily Math on Damon Dash, right? And when I did that piece scared me because I had dropped the piece. I had gone to D.C. with my wife and kids and shut down the internet. So I came back and I had like 200. I had never had 200 comments. So I was like, oh shit, I fucked up. I might have beef with Damon. Like, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I'm small. I'm in a small boat, and the response was so crazy.
Yeah.
And then the next day, Russell had an editorial in Global Grind about people throwing shots at Damon. And he was like, you're a hater. And I was like, I'm independent.
Yeah.
And I'm like, you know what? Is
How's
he
that a
talking
hater?
about me?
Uh-huh.
Because he has to be talking about me.
Right.
And I'm in my own small world. So I was like, yo. And I'm feeling myself, you know what I'm saying? So I was like, Russell, I'm not hating. And I'm also trying to get the attention. I'm
Right.
coming from the KRS school of, attention grabbing.
You gotta
so I was
shout
like,
it
yo, Russell, you talking about me? I respect you in the whole nine. But if you talking about me on this blog shit, I will body you. You know what I'm saying? And so the next I jumped out the window, right?
Oh.
So Fab Five Freddy called me and was like, "Yo, Russell is asking me who the fuck is this Combat Jack nigga?" I was like, "Oh shit!" Yo, I mean that's that. That was like
Yeah.
the height of when I was blogging and shit. And I forgot the point I was making, but yeah, man, that was really intense.
That was the back and forth. Yeah.
Russell was about to send one of his robots after
Yeah.
me. He was about to say, let me say something. His robots are 6'3", and one of them shits looked me in the fucking eye and told, just gave me that look like, motherfucker, I will choke you and kill you to death.
Oh,
Internet,
man.
we gotta take one more music break.
No,
we
no,
got
no, no,
dates
we
one
about to
time.
wrap this up.
We got dates.
Right.
We got
No, we
dates
got-
one time.
yo,
Hold on a second. Hold on a second. We gotta
o'clock.
touch.
It's
We gotta
2
talk-
o'clock.
Hold on a
It's
second.
2 o'clock.
But we still in here. We got March Madness to talk about.
No.
We gotta talk
We
about
got the
sneakers.
vibe. We got it's
Internets. Do y'all want to go? Internets. Do y'all want to go away right now?
No. If we do a music break, it's gonna take too long.
If we do,
I want to ask him about vibe.
we
I want to ask him about a
do
couple
one
questions.
music break.
And we
gotta
gotta
do
wrap
one
the show up.
music break.
Because we gotta go to work tomorrow, B.
We work tomorrow. Work today. Work
Teacher
today.
conference
So
in the
listen,
morning too.
Work
You drinking
today.
that- See, you hype because you got that juice in your system.
Juice.
Ah.
I told y'all. First of all,
And let's respect-
do not say
and-
nothing
and-
fucking
and-
Yo,
about
you
you.
look.
Let's respect the
I
man's
swear,
time.
do not
good.
say
Yo,
sideways
the
shit about
juice
you.
is loose.
So you're at Global Grind.
Yep.
And then you did 14 months there.
Yeah. Yep.
And then what happened?
I think not even 14. I think I did a year there.
Okay.
And what was bugged out was that the whole vibe situation was bubbling. It was
Right.
bringing it back, and I have fam over there.
That's why he
working
wanted.
there.
The nigga gotta go take a shit. That's
He talking about Penn, y'all.
Internet.
Penn
Dallas man just walked out.
He just walked
to
out.
the bathroom.
Internet. I'm about to take a red hot piss.
He had the Al
I'm about to
Bundy
take
walk.
a
That was
piss.
Al Bundy. You saw him with Al Bundy?
I'm gonna take a piss filled with piranha, with fake mango juice, with some crack cocaine, codeine. All right, seriously.
Dallas,
So
go ahead, go to the bathroom. I got this.
yeah. No, you go. You handle this.
Yeah.
Because when I come back,
And you gonna handle that.
when I come back, internets.
Yo, that's crazy.
Piss break.
So So you do 12 months at Global Grind.
Yeah.
And Vibe is now really heavy.
Yep, they're coming back
in the whole revitalization of the brand.
And I have good people over there.
Right.
And they're like, yo, what's up? Why don't you just come over here, man? And I was like, yo, it's the move. I really felt like it was dope once again to go somewhere where I was at a lower level and come back at a higher level.
Right.
And I believe in the brand. I think the brand is important. It changed my life. That brand changed my life. That was the brand that brought me in the game. So I want to be able to, bring it back in the game. And the team there is already dope. Like Jermaine Hall being the editor-in-chief, he's running it crazy. You got Chloe Hilliard, my man Mikey Fresh, Tracy, Clover, my man JFK, everybody over there. And they all in South by Southwest right now, rocking out.
Now, why didn't you go to South by Southwest?
My daughter's birthday is today.
That's right. That's right.
Happy birthday!
Yes, indeed.
Yeah, I got a
looking.
quick question, Kama. I just want to know, like, the thought process of when you were moving from place to place, like, because you know what, especially for me, like now that I'm independent, but like growing up, like I used to be in finance and stuff, but for me to make a move, it was very how long and hard was your thought process? Because like what I mean is, you got to think about like say your wife, or you got to think about like is it because the grass is not always green on the other side.
That's so true.
And you don't know if you jumped in feet first and not knowing if you made the right move, but it looks like you have. Like how was it?
It was what I was saying earlier to Jack, like, just being younger and taking risks and being in new environments and not understanding what's going to happen in these 3 years or what's going to happen in this year and a half. You don't know nobody when you get to this spot. That was my life. So it kind of eliminates that fear. But when you get a family and you have people that you have to depend on, your decision-making skills are more acute.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You have less room for bullshit.
Yeah, like, is this serious or what? And it makes you ask different kind of questions when it's time to negotiate. And when people know that, I think they deal with you different. If the happy-go-lucky, freelance guy, I'm out here going to all the clubs, it's an open bar, da-da-da, and you're not thinking about the business, they sense that.
Right.
And they'll be able to prey on your negotiating skills on that.
Take advantage.
You know what I mean? Yeah, but to answer your question, it's definitely a hard decision. I just think the timing is shorter for me to make those decisions. So I got to make it fast and quick.
So what is Vibe right now? Because Vibe has gone through different iterations.
Yeah.
So, the whole, throughout its whole history, has been different focuses on Vibe. What is Vibe right now, man?
I think right now we're more of a lifestyle brand. The music is always the base and the foundation, but I believe we're more of a lifestyle brand. The fashion is coming back because that was a big part of Vibe. It was a culture pusher as far as introducing new types of fashion, be it high-end, street, like when you think of XXL, you think street, urban gear. Source, you also think of that as well, even though they've dabbled in lifestyle as well. But I think Vibe was always universally looked at as like the pinnacle when you came in, because they were, in partnership with like D&G and, Versace and all those bigger brands. So it made the brand seem like it's going beyond music. And of course with A-list Hollywood.
Right.
So I think that's where we are right now.
Right. And then the big announcement, now you got Magic Johnson now. How is that?
That's incredible, man. I mean, like, he's the ultimate businessman in whatever space. You could want to just say urban because that's his focus, but I mean, he's doing things that people outside of mainstream aren't even doing.
I want the AIDS that Magic Johnson had. Magic Johnson had financial AIDS.
Financial AIDS.
Like, I want those AIDS. I mean,
yeah.
No, but hold on for a second.
Just let y'all know, Pip is back.
Here was somebody who saw a market that was like, yo, he understands the aspiration of the urban market.
Yeah.
And the urban market, I don't give a fuck where you go in America. On Sunday, the best looking motherfuckers are blacks.
Yeah. Yeah.
Real talk.
Yo, did you say financial AIDS?
Internets. I'm talking about the AIDS you want to get.
All right.
This guy.
Now let me tell you, Datwon. I do owe you, some thanks, man, because when I was running and gunning, doing the blog thing, and really trying to figure out my next step.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like I had my crew. Dallas has always been in my corner in the whole nine, and I saw that daily I was, expanding my audience in the whole nine. But I think the first real official recognition I ever got was listening to this radio episode that you did with Chuck Creekmore.
Yep.
And they had asked you who you guys liked as bloggers, and both of y'all said my name, and I was like, oh shit, because from where I'm looking at, you're already the professional. I'm in transition.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So like, as much as I'm in my own world, in my fishbowl, y'all are in the ocean.
Yeah.
So like, that was really big, like in terms of like really inspiring me to move forward.
But it was genuine.
Right.
You know what I mean? It was genuine because they were asking me who I like, not who I thought could do it, and this is who's doing it. And I felt like you brought a whole nother angle to whatever everybody was writing about, because you had history, facts, detailed introspection on certain situations, and you were informing me about things that were behind the scenes that I felt like I knew about. And I was like, ooh, from a legal standpoint, you was killing it too. So, I mean, like, it's hard to have that mix of somebody that has like that legal background, the love of hip hop, and the details and the experience, the live action, experience right there. Who's doing that?
NEWMANATI!
There he is.
There you go.
Check his wrist.
So let me ask you one more question.
Sign,
like,
make the sign, Combat.
NEWMANATI. So like, I'm running. I'm still new in this game. How much longer do I gotta go before I get that secret knock on the door?
You
man?
there already?
No, I'm not there.
No,
because one thing I realized when I got to the source is like, I think, like I remember I saw a picture of like all the real movers and shakers in the publishing world, and I wasn't in that picture, and I was like, damn, like that's the next level. You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna tell you the truth, Combat. You got to stop fucking with Dallas Penn.
Is that what it is?
Dallas Penn is holding you back.
Your liability?
Dallas Penn is a problem. Dallas Penn is a problem.
You're a problem, Dallas? Is that what it is? I gotta.
Yeah.
Do I have to distance myself from Dallas?
I don't know, man.
Because I already had to distance myself from Byron Crawford.
Oh man.
Like you know what I'm saying?
I've read some of his joints, man. Where
the kid is brilliant.
He is incredible, man. He's incredible. Wild out.
So listen, man, what do you listen to these days, man?
A lot of West Coast version and West Coast artists. I like these Odd Future kids, man.
Tell me about Kendrick Lamar, brother.
I don't know if you've been checking me on Twitter, but I'm a huge fan of Kendrick Lamar. And it was like last summer, I heard like one of his freestyles, and I tweeted, right now at this moment at 7:00 something, this is the best rapper on the planet.
Right.
And everybody was hitting me back, oh, you wild on your word. Yo, I agree. It was crazy just to throw out a statement like that, because I really do those type of statements. And we went back and forth, and I was listening to one of his songs, and he had a Andre 3000 song going backwards, and everybody was trying to figure out the beat. And I told him that on Twitter. He was like, yo, when I meet you, I'm giving you $100, because not even my homeboys knew that.
Wow.
Did he give you $100?
Nah, I ain't need him yet.
You haven't met him yet?
I haven't met him yet.
Okay. Well, let me know, man.
Yes, indeed.
What's the future of the internet, man? You've been. Well, let me be specific. You've been at the ground floor of like the hip hop internet movement. What's the future? Where do you see the internet going, man?
I mean, even back in '96 when I got in on the internet, I would never have thought of all the capabilities that you're able to do now. So when you try to predict the future and stuff like that, it always goes left, and you sound crazy years later listening. But I just think it's infinite, man. Like, especially when you got hip hop dudes that have made something from nothing. Once we get into anything like this, we always, whatever it is, we always end up flipping it and making
like black people Twitter.
Like, that's all day, all day, man.
And what's next for you, man?
Everything's next. I try not to put any kind of limitations on what I could do, because I saw when I did, I broke those.
Right.
So now I'm like, dag, it's literally that open. But sometimes when you have it that wide, you can't focus.
Right.
So my thing is to really try to hone in and have my own lane in multimedia, be it TV, books, all that stuff. But, just kind of hone it in a little bit. And I'm here, man.
You're doing radio too now.
Yeah, I'm doing radio.
Now, how did that come about?
Wow, man. Me and Reggie Hawkins over there at Sirius, he's been incredible as far as like being supportive of me for years now. He's always loved the work that I've done writing wise, and he'll be the one that'll reach out to me every time we hook up, and he'll be like, yo, I need you to do the show. I'll be on the morning show or whatever. He's like, yo, you got a voice for radio, man. and your experiences and all of that. He was like, yo, all you gotta do is get the nuances of it. You good.
Right.
And it's always been something that I wanted to do.
Well,
so.
I listened to your show, particularly
Yeah.
the episode where you had Talib on,
Yeah.
and that was some good shit.
Thanks, man. That was my first one.
Oh, that was your first one.
That was my first one,
Yeah,
man. That was my first one. And then Sean P was up in there wild and going
Sean
crazy.
P. Yeah.
Yeah, that was a dope
That's
show.
the one with Ragazzino. Did you have Ragazzino on your show, or was it?
No, that was Tony Touch, I think.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
but what was crazy, they shouted me out because I was listening that day, and it was like, yo, they were like, when do you sleep? You know what I mean? Like, you caught that one too. You caught that one too. And I just want to be in the culture. I just want to be
Well, you can't be out of the culture
Yeah,
at
man.
this point.
You got to
know what I'm
be
saying?
there.
You got to be in it or you die. You know what I'm saying?
You got to be there.
Final words for the cats that are out there, man, and they're trying to find, the young cats that are coming in the game. They don't know what direction they're going in. They know that they're hot, but they don't know what direction. What do you tell them, man?
I just tell them to keep on trying. You just got to keep going because you never know when it's going to pop for you. It was crazy. I was at what's that, Atlantic Center?
Yeah.
And they got the Buffalo Wing spot in there. Me and my boys, we all bugging out in there. And this kid, he got a hoodie on, just grilling. And I'm like, and I get that a lot because they don't know how to approach. So they'll just be like, yo, what up? And then they be like, I love your shit, or I love you on TV, or whatever. This dude probably came through, was like, yo, son, what up? Yo, what up? Yo, rap. I was like, okay. He was like, I'm gonna rap now for you. I was like, nah, you don't gotta do all that right now. You got your stuff on you. Like, nah, I'm gonna send you my stuff. 23, been in jail for 7 years. And he was just like, I'm gonna send it to you. And I automatically kind of like wrote him off.
Right.
But then the kid was ill. He just got to touch it up a little bit. He was ill, and I'm glad I didn't write him off. I'm glad I gave him the words of inspiration and all of that because his joints were actually pretty dope. And I hope he's still rocking. His kid named Smart. So if y'all catch him.
Smart, what up, Smart?
Yeah, Smart.
Hope you on the internet, man. Stay focused. You just got a big cosign.
Yeah, so just make sure that if y'all out here and y'all think it ain't going to happen, it can happen. But it's not going to happen if you stop.
Exactly.
That's it.
Exactly. Well, Datwon, man, thank you for being so generous.
No doubt,
with
man.
your time, especially since we got, since we're over time right now, man.
That's what's up.
And it's your daughter's birthday and the whole nine.
little
man,
mama.
thanks for
Thank
coming
y'all.
through,
Thank
man. You know
y'all
what I'm
for having
saying?
the whole crew.
This is one of our, I think, one of our better interviews. Don't you
With
think?
it.
I completely enjoyed this interview. I didn't know nothing about you, Datwon.
That's what's up.
I mean,
That's
the minimal I knew about you was like, but getting that backstory.
Yeah.
And what I just find out is so consistent with people that are successful in the industry is that first of all, they have a level of self-confidence, in their abilities and in things they believe in.
Against all odds.
And that excites me because the shit I'm trying to move forward. My whole booger picking circus, like I believe in that. I believe that that's going to have an audience.
What he should be doing is more of those Doom videos
Yeah,
and stuff
yeah,
like
yeah, yeah.
that.
Ranger.
Brilliant,
Mr.
man.
Ranger one.
internet.
Yo, come on, man.
He's blushing
Tim, we
right now.
need those, man.
I
Come on, man.
had to leave the room. I had to
That's
leave the
what
room.
we need to do, man.
I'm so about to get some more action figures on
Let's
video.
go,
but,
man. Those director skills are there.
But again, I mean, like I said, I didn't know a lot about you, but getting that backstory and getting all those things that you have been through, it's no wonder why you're successful.
I appreciate it.
And it's no wonder why you can repeat that.
Yep.
And it's just a function of your belief in yourself, your knowledge, and goddamn it, your energy, brother.
Yep.
Like keep on.
Yes,
Keep
indeed.
on. And I'm so happy though after this night because I told my man Goods, I'm like, nah, I'm gonna break him. I'm gonna find his dirt. I'm so happy.
That's my man. Right
I'm so
there.
happy that I found out that you are a true blue, solid gold brother because I feel like I'm one, and I'm glad they exist. I'm glad people can be that
That's
and
how
be
we do it.
successful.
Let's do it.
So
Yes,
Datwon,
indeed.
man, continued success, man.
Thanks, man.
And thank
Likewise.
you. Hey, King, man, you got anything to say before we sign off, man?
Yo, it's been a pleasure. That Datwon.
Yeah, it's all good.
You know what I'm saying? Dallas, man, Combat Jam.
Hold on, we can't sign off yet. Internet, we can't sign off yet. We can't sign. We with the last minute, I gotta tell y'all about Mayhem Loren.
Mayhem Loren.
Self-induced illness. Okay, I'm holding the hard copy right now. Internet, there's a real thank you. There's a real hard copy. 2 discs, a double album, liner notes. Internet, y'all remember liner notes? No, this is an album.
The double album.
Double album. I mean, this is an album with 2 discs in it.
Wow.
Okay? Like wild credits. I can't read all these credits off to y'all right now.
Wow.
Okay? Internets, Mayhem Loren, self-induced illness.
Mayhem Loren, what up, B?
In stores and iTunes, all that.
In stores, yo, at your favorite African shop. All right, you know what I mean?
Internet, support good music, support organic music, because right now, that's where you can get the best music is organic. Listen, man, constant elevation, dream your dreams and man up and live them dreams, because a life without dreams is black and white, and the universe flows in surround sound and Technicolor. Combat Jack Radio Show, signing off.
F your radio.
Radio.
F your radio. Internets. F your radio.